Hello everyone, here's King Oreo, your favorite VTubing Cat King Dungeon Master, bringing you some more Tales of Meandria. This is episode 6, part 1. I hope you enjoy it. If you do, like the video, leave a comment, subscribe to YouTube, and do the notification bell, alright? Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you at the end. Bye! So, you gentlemen and lady were taken off with the crocodile in tow. I'm actually gonna fast forward that little part. That way we don't really have to, like, you know. So you guys kind of go into the forest and kind of find a river, and the crocodile's like, oh yeah, it's good here. And you leave Carl there. And you head, and then what do? I was gonna say you guys head back to town, but that would be railroading. So where do you guys want to go next? You're about an hour walk from town at this point.
Give my heartfelt goodbyes to them.
Oh, you wanna? Okay. Goodbye, Elias. You'll always be known as a friend to the crocodile kind. Us Gauls will remember you forever.
Goodbye, Carls. I'll make sure to stop by every now and then, make sure you guys get treated well, not getting kidnapped and brought over to places you don't know about again. The sewers ain't no place for a crocodile.
Thank you.
You guys are amazing. You just stay the way you are. Try to keep your nose under the water. Not too long, though. You'll drown.
Clearly, you know about our biology. All right.
Absolutely.
See you guys. Have a sausage each. Throw them each a sausage. For the road.
There is like a scorn lover look that Carl 1 gives to Chicken, you know, now that he's not his favorite anymore, to Torque. You know, now that he's been replaced.
Oh.
And I pet Chicken and I give him a sausage.
No fucks given, I see. He just turns around with a small, tiny little rain cloud over his head. Sadness filling his heart, his crocodile heart.
All around me are familiar faces.
I mean, I stopped Chicken from eating them.
So they take off and they just like kind of find a river and then go in the river and kind of swim upstream, or they go back to their crocodile home. One casts teleport back home. You guys are very surprised. I'm joking. Okay.
Especially since I was just about to be like, man, do you think we got him to the right bayou? There's a lot of bayous around here. We could have gone to the wrong place. One north, one south. There's one way east.
They're going. They're going home. They're fine. Everything's fine.
We're all fine here.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm excellent. All right. What do you guys do next?
All right. Is this gonna be like going to the downtime, or is this going to be continuing the story?
Boat. Yeah, you know, like downtown. The way we'll play downtime is you guys tell me what you want to do, and you know, I did warn the players ahead of time that they were gonna have downtime, so they would prepare like things that they want to do. But feel free to engage into that whenever you're ready.
What time of day is it, actually?
At this moment, it's kind of late evening.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, I take you guys gonna be heading back over to town.
I think I will be taking the long route back, as I haven't had a chance to be out among the trees and completely with nature in a while.
Oh, you want a good spot? I got a couple good spots that I can point out to you. Let me get my map. Rustle around. Get my map. So you got a nice little place over here. Got beautiful rock formations, weird little things though. I mean, no one ever put in stuff like that. Like little rock towers and what. Anyways, I'll ramble on for a little bit until somebody stops me.
I'll let him go.
Iliakos is fascinated, so he makes notes.
Continue.
All right. Well, yeah. So yeah, you got these.
Just lets him.
Yeah, you got these nice little rock formations over here. You go over to the east. You got these.
Dahlia, Dahlia said she cut him. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So what were you gonna say?
You got these nice trees over to the east. You got the really tall ones, like red. red wooden trees, you know, redwood like trees. I don't know what they're called. but
One
they're big.
small
They're
moment
huge.
later. All right, you're done with your rambling.
Torque raises his hand. Hey,
Yeah.
is there a spot to go hunting? I think that I should take Torque. Or not Torque. I should take Chicken.
Hey, you can go any of those places to go hunting. Literally, every single one of those got great deer, great rabbit, all kinds of stuff. But I'll tell you what, right now, don't you overhunt.
I look over at Ednip when he says rabbit. Like,
Stern looks from Evnet.
maybe just the deer.
6 charisma for what?
Ednip, rolling his eyes, will look over at Dahlia and says, I believe the festival's still going on in town. Why don't we go back and do some just some appreciating the festival and see what's going on. I'm still trying to get used to the culture of this town. It would be delightful if you could come and join me.
I would actually like that a lot. I'd like to know where we're going to be staying too, so it's a good thing, good way to get to know the townsfolk and everything.
Yes. Yeah.
Right, as a mention of note there, because I don't think I mentioned that last time, there are dormitories at the academy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I should have pointed that out.
I think you did say something, but it was amongst all of the other information.
Amongst
on
a
the-
shit ton of info. Yeah. You guys do have like dormitories. It is dormitories for your group only, but it is like, you know, a square room with 5 bunk beds, you know. Or 5,
I mean, we
not
were
5 bunk
basically
beds. But,
sharing a room at the inn anyways, so
right, exactly. So like, it's not as like the, you know, it's the most of modest of commodities is at the academy. It's, you know, like you would sleep almost like an army training.
Oh.
Well, I'm gonna be Dolly. You leave anything at home you need to pick up? Because I gotta go home and have a pony conversation with Dad. You know, Pa's got some explaining to do. Because
yeah,
know,
he rather
this.
does, because I don't think this was even mentioned in the few years I've been with either of you, so
I've
yeah.
never heard nothing about me having squirrel DNA.
But not that I am aware of, but if you see anything of mine you think I would like, feel free to bring it.
Oh, absolutely. All right. Well, I think this is a good time to split the party.
You know what other time is good for, chat? All right. So you decide to go ahead towards your dad's home.
Yes, this is what I want to do for my downtime action. I want to go speak with Pa
Okay.
and get my information.
All right. Torque, what do you do? Okay, so we have Dahlia and Iliakos who are heading back to town. And
No.
Nip.
No,
No.
me and Ed.
Oh, sorry. And Nip and Dahlia. My bad.
Gee.
Sorry. Torque and Iliakos, what do you intend on doing?
Iliakos is basically just taking the long way back to town. He's gonna like check out like a spring or whatnot with the waterfall, just sort of do the long nature walk, and maybe like 2 or 3 hours end up joining the festival and getting into the beginnings of what I mentioned for the downtime, which was lightening up the spirits of the town and tracking down the former bartender of the Happy Goat and giving him ideas on how to collect a lot of stories initially.
Okay. We'll get to that. So for now, right now, you're taking a long way back home. All right. Back to Ironbound. Thork.
Torque is gonna take Chicken out, and we're gonna go try to track down a deer. Since I want to see if I could satiate this limitless belly of chicken. And I also want to see if I could teach him how to fight with me and to attack and whatnot. So
Okay,
Wanna
some
just
kind of like training montage with chicken.
Yep.
Gotcha. All right. So Elias, it's about 2 days traveling to go to your dad's, especially on foot. and it's gonna be like half of that, like horse. If you go on horseback, it'll be about a day. If you go on foot, it'll be about 2 days from where you're at, which is very doable, right? And you can, your dad has horses around, so you'd be able to pick one up there. Thank you. So okay, so we'll wait on you on that. Torque.
Mm-hmm.
So you just want to go hunting?
Yes.
All right.
For now.
Cool.
I think it'll take the night.
Oh yeah. So you want to hunt so basically it's the evening, so you want to spend the night outside hunting.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's me and him.
Fair enough. And Dahlia and Hednip, you guys are heading back. It takes about an hour of walk, like casually, for you guys to get back in town. And right there, you kind of kind of follow the road and find the cobblestone path inside the city. And then you kind of can leisurely. I mean, at this time, it's kind of late. It's about 5 p.m. when you guys get there. I would say 6 p.m. So things are a little bit advanced already in the city. Usually things kind of end a little bit around 8 p.m. Stuff kind of boils down at that time. People wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning. So you guys arrive in the city. You do see that the city is beautiful. They changed the decoration because it's a festival that is a week long essentially. It kicks off with the entry into the academy, and then you have the whole week, and then it finishes into a tournament. So they change the decorations and everything, and you see it's more vibrant now, and there's still some moderate excitement because they did lose, they did have an attack on the city, and they lost some innocent people and some folks and some damages to the city. So it's tentative festivals at this point. It's kind of it's very chill in the sense of it's not that explosive of a crazy party at the moment.
Okay. Is there a information kiosk of what's going on, or any maybe entertainment, games of skill, or anything like that?
That it's not really kiosk, but you've spoken to city folks and people from the town before. That all that skill related and stuff like that is at the culmination of the festival, which has at the tournament, right? Usually it's during the day and stuff like that. Okay. But right now it's more shops and food, yeah, and taverns and stuff like that are kind of running this show. So for at the moment there are the activities that there are to do for the city.
Yeah, there's sort of no carnival games.
There's no carnival games at the moment, no.
Okay. All right. Well, perhaps should ask a townsperson what they would recommend. What's for a new person coming into town? If there's something to see, what would be the thing to see? If there's anyone friendly enough to ask going by who would pay attention to us.
Of course, yeah. I mean, there's some people that recognizes you, right? That usually to see is more of this week is more experiencing the food and the culture, right? The seeing is usually done more, like I said, towards the end of the week. But right now, they're saying, right now, a lot of travelers, they visit and they do a tavern crawl.
Oh. For the two people who aren't drinkers.
Right. Right.
I've always thought that the best way to experience a new culture is actually through their food. So where is the best place that we would be able to experience what you guys would consider local dishes, delicacies, that kind of thing?
Oh, yeah. So like a fancy, more of a restaurant type tavern, right?
Yeah.
There's always the scrumptious chicken. That is an establishment that specializes in chicken dishes. And they do like all sorts of stuff, and they have crafted beers there too as well. If not, if you're more like looking for something different other than chicken, there are like other establishments that are more kind of, you know, like a diner, for example, where it kind of has all kinds of stuff. And there's also a place where they just like have like crafted beers, more that doesn't necessarily have food, but it's more like crafted
Brew
beer.
pub, kinda.
Was that, sorry?
Like a brew pub.
Yeah, like a brew pub a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Well, did any of those sound interesting to you?
I mean, I suppose trying the city's finest would be a good start. If this chicken establishment is as great as they say, I mean, it would be a shame for us to miss out.
Yeah, you do notice that they did point out also some of the like a lot of the city. What's also very much known is okay, you want me to call it frickin' chicken? Got it. All right, so it's not Scrouch's chicken, it's frickin' chicken. All right, that's the name of the restaurant. That's one of those that more like where you go in for a night. They did mention the Wiener Wagon, but that's more of a stall during the day, right? That they mentioned. But yeah, the frickin' chicken for tonight is a good place.
Ednip is a little concerned that the highly recommended eating establishment in the city is called Friggin' Chicken, but he's willing to give it a shot.
I swear to God, the chicken's to die for.
Well, if the common people like it, it must be enjoyable. Let's. I wouldn't mind taking a look.
Cool.
Dahlia, if you would be.
Then we'll head there. That sounds good.
All right, so you guys head there, and we'll go to Iliakos. You are more into the farm areas a little bit. You're not too far from the farms when you walk around. So there's big fields, right? Like, you know, outside the city there are big farms to get all the grains and then the farm stuff and the vegetables and that's to go to the city, right? So you're in that area and you're kind of taking the scenery. Anything in particular that you want to do at that time? Well, just chilling and walking.
It's mostly just like the long walk back, and if there's any sort of standout landmarks, like a particularly nice rocky outcropping that has a view of the surrounding area and the stars, he'll just sort of relax on that for a bit and just be outside and away from the hustle and bustle of the city and everything, and touch in with his Feywild roots. So if you find something really nice, like a particularly deep part of a river or a waterfall or anything like that, he might go for a little swim and then just make his way back to town.
Sure. I mean, like, it's not, you don't find like a particular like amazing looking sightseeing river at the time, because it's still very much like still kind of close to the city. But you do find a river that's nice and you know, seems clean enough, seems to be pretty decent if you want to take a dip, or but it's closer to like for a village, for example. It's definitely like the village source of water, for example, like a farming village that they would kind of go and draw their water from. But yeah, you could find that pretty easily.
So he'll go relax by that.
Cool. All right. Great. Torque the hunter.
So we'll probably be trying to track a few things for a while.
Yeah, for sure. So
looking for some deer tracks.
Yeah. So what kind of survival do you have?
Survival. Oh, that's a wisdom one.
Cool.
Yeah.
Really good then.
Yeah, very, very fantastic.
That's fantastic. All right. Give me Why don't you give me a little survival check?
Ooh,
Look at that.
Oh shit! Hey.
Look at that.
Ooh.
Oh, they don't see it.
they
Oh,
don't.
whoops. Oh, it's because it's the, sorry.
Ah, dropping the ball. First, it was the giant squirrel.
Okay. All right. Look at that. First roll. A 20.
It's always great to see a green 17.
You're like, goddamn.
You have like a
Green
4, don't you?
17, right?
You have a 4 in wisdom, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, just 4 total in wisdom.
It looked so weird. Holy fuck.
It's off-putting.
I was like, wait, what?
We're used to seeing like 32 green. Oh,
Right.
hey, a crit. 17 green. Yay.
It's the best I can do, guys. 17. It's the best wisdom roll I can do.
All right. So you find tracks. You find a nice little deer that you or like a, what's the female of a deer in English?
A doe.
Dope.
Thank
Oh.
you. French streamer.
And now that Simpsons joke makes sense to you.
What joke?
They hit a deer, and Homer goes, "Oh, a deer, a female deer."
Oh, well, Sound of Music.
I remember that.
Don't remember that at all. At all.
I didn't
Yeah,
pick
'cause
that
I'm
up.
old.
Okay. Moving on. All right. So you do see some dove tracks over there. And you start, with the crit. So you're like, bing, almost like a radar. You crouch to the ground, and kind of Chicken's kind of looking at you. He's kind of doing the same thing. You're both like kind of low to the ground, following the tracks. And there it is. That nice little dove leaning down to drink into the river to quench its thirst.
Abby's mom.
Okay, I'm gonna lean down.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna whisper to Chicken. Okay, I'm gonna crawl up a little closer, and then you're gonna go bite it as hard as you can. Then we're gonna slowly creep, try not to step on anything to alert it to our position, and then I'm gonna try to get Chicken to attack on command for the first time.
Okay, so you want to send Chicken to get the dove.
Yep. We're out here for Chicken.
All right, so Chicken has to do the survival check.
Well, I found the tricks.
Yeah, you found the track. Yeah. So you want to send Chicken. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Where's Chicken stats? God damn it. Well, stealth first, no need. Like, it's not necessarily a combat encounter, so I'm not gonna be too hardcore on him. But we will get Chicken's stats. Where's that little
proficiency
bastard?
in stealth.
Oh my god, does Chicken have higher wisdom than Torque?
I think
Probably.
he does.
Probably.
I think he does.
Gonna be him pulling him away from danger later.
No, we gotta go attack. He's just grabbing onto my belt, pulling me back.
It is Scooby and Shaggy.
Not the highest wisdom, but enough.
Oh man, Bass, a little idea. We should, like, as we get pets, you should put them like next to the characters' pictures on the display.
Yeah, I wanted to do that, but like the problem is they're all in a book, so they don't they won't like the art for you guys. The way it's done, I feel like it will just diminish the general quality of it because the art for the pets are good, but like they're not as good as this.
Yeah, I was just thinking like a small token.
Yeah, but it would look it would look weird though. Like I said, like even if we add a small token with you guys, like what we really need, it would be that or amazing artist Eric Murray draws each of your pets differently, and then we can have those small there. It's just the clash of the art styles is gonna make it look me.
Yeah,
Let me just go pull out chicken real quick. I know I saved it. I just can't remember where I saved it.
Once again, for those of you that came in, chicken is
it's not a chicken.
Chicken is the greatest.
Yeah, that's the best summary. Chicken, not a chicken.
Yep, that's right.
Pretty
Have
much.
Wait,
we
McDonald's?
named mine yet?
It's McDonald's.
What's that?
Have we named mine yet?
You haven't
It's
named yours
mayonnaise,
yet.
wasn't
You
it?
can. It's up to you.
Yeah, weren't we gonna do the same thing?
I'll
Chat.
have Chad.
Oh yeah, if you
Yeah,
want.
that's why I was asking. As he said,
Well, Chad can name Aphelions a tiny little lizard.
Chicken
Or
2.
it's a newt. So if you guys want to name
if
that,
anybody has seen Frozen 2, it basically looks like Bruni from Frozen 2.
that's where it's from. It's Frozen 2. I didn't see Frozen 2.
I didn't know they made a sequel.
I
I
said
didn't
the
watch
same
the first
thing.
It's
one.
Disney. They make
It's
sequels.
actually better than the first one, in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Those are
didn't
some.
really like the plot of the first one.
Those are some wild claims because I love the first one.
So do I.
All right, interessante. All right.
I really did like the "don't fall in love with the prince automatically" premise
Yeah.
at the beginning of it. It's like, are you crazy? Why would you do that?
Edward Newton.
I like
All right. Oh wow, look at that. Chicken rolls an 18.
Ooh.
Look at that.
Yeah,
All right.
chicken.
So chickens fucking gets commander.
Oh god.
I love that. I love that.
That's amazing.
He crouches down. Name him broccoli so you have chicken and broccoli.
Bro, we're just gonna name everybody pieces of a meal.
Oh my lord. That'd be fucking hilarious. Okay, so he crouches down, kind of like gets your vibe a little bit. He gets his nose to the ground, starts smelling, like, and then he kind of like starts creeping up towards the deer, and then he just come like very. Like he's stealth to about 10 feet away from the dove. And then he lunges into his attack. The stealth part of it kind of goes away because he's not really a creature that sneaks up on things. He's more of a charge kind of creature, right? So he just fucking bolts it. And the dove, fuck, we'll just do that easily. We'll just roll a 20 on his hit for, yeah, exactly. And he just charges in, right? And he kind of like clumsily runs at the dove, fucking paws extended, mouth gaping wide open, almost screaming like the fucking screamers in Serious Sam. Right? He kind of just
headless horde.
he just starts running at it, and the dove is alarmed a bit before, and she just takes off. And he kind of starts chasing, like, and it's kind of like watching, like a juggernaut running through walls. Like he's just breaking branches and stuff, and he's just kind of chasing after it. But the fucking dove is too fast, and he can't catch up to it. At that point, you kind of do something.
Yeah, I catch up to him and I grab on his leash and pull him back. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. It's okay. That was our first try. Well, we'll get better. We'll get better at that.
Oh my, 1 sec.
I was for sure he was gonna be like, all right, he starts running at the doe, but misses his front legs and just rolls into the river. I was sure that's where he was gonna go.
I'm gonna get up from my nap or my swim and get blindsided by a terrified doe that's just still running.
All right, sorry about that. Yeah, so you yank on the chain. You know I love it when you yank on that chain. Roll me an animal handling check there, because that you have not went to get a fucking worked on. It's still the shitty thing that Elias did for him.
Wow.
I mean,
Right in the middle.
right in the middle. All right, it holds.
Oh, sweet. I should probably start going for his neck and just tackle him. Okay, buddy, it's fine. It's fine. And I pull out some more wiener wagon wieners. It's good. Good try, buddy. And I pet him behind the ear and I feed him a couple of them.
Cool.
Let's go see if we can find another.
All right. Very well. All right. So you look for another. Time to roll again. Survival.
Oh,
Hey, look at you.
Damn.
Look at you using your 20s on the menial fucking survival checks.
I don't need them this much. Thanks.
Dude. You're
All survivals are going to be crits, and all the attacks are going to be ones.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
look at the so you try to chase the dove a little bit, but you stop. Because you're pretty sure you're spotting a hare in a brush eating some kind of plant. It's a nice chunky bunny right there. Do you want to hunt that one?
I sit down next to Chicken. Well, Ed nips a bunny. So I feel like we're not supposed to eat bunnies. And like I'm actually having dialogue with him. Like,
Right. He kind of just looks at you with its empty fucking carnage-filled eyes. Like, what?
no, it's right there though. But no, we can't. And I grab him by the head. I'm sorry, buddy, but we gotta let the bunny go. Let's go look for one more thing, and then, if not, we'll go find some food in the town. But we're gonna let the bunny go, because that would make Ednet sad, I think. Maybe. And then we go search for another one.
All right. Chicken looks at you confused and sad.
Yeah, I'm sad too, buddy. I'm sad. But we have a bunny in the group now, so we're not allowed to eat those.
It's like it's off limit. Okay. All right. Well. Okay. You're gonna give me another survival check. I'm gonna be that mean to you.
Oh my god.
I'll make you do it.
There we go. Both sides of the spectrum.
Is that a one?
No, it's a -2, actually.
That looked like a goat.
All right. Just for chat, those who are new, I do have a little image. For those who don't know what chicken looks like. Pardon me.
Ooh.
Cute. Cuddly.
You see what I mean though? Like if I did that, like it looks. I don't like you know what I mean? It kind of clashes with the look and everything. It would have to be a PNG. I would try. It's doable, but still, I'm just putting it there so people can see. But that is chicken right there. You would die for chicken, isn't he cute?
I got a shillelagh to the back of the head just to get Chicken.
That's right.
It was a good hit too.
This is a great
Yeah,
hit.
Poor brain
That's a
cell.
great one. Yeah. It bounced around. It's still surviving.
I didn't hit anything important.
Yeah, right? I don't use that. If you hit my teeth, well, they grow back. So it's fine.
All right. So, there's that -2 survival. So you found nothing, but you did find a river.
River.
Yep.
Hmm.
And you know, you do remember. Oh yeah. You know,
Yeah.
rivers have fish.
Oh, okay.
Maybe you could fish.
We don't have a fish in our party.
Can I see fish, or is it just like, you know, a rolling river that's not that clear or
You
whatnot?
know, it's a river. It's night.
Mhm.
Can't see really fish, but hey, it's a river. You must have fish in there.
Sure.
You could, I mean, with that -1 survival check, if you look at the water to see fish, you see a horse.
Well, I'd feed a horse to chicken. I guess I could try to throw javelins in the water.
I mean, you're not like you fucking managed to live at least 20 years, so you kind of picked up certain things. So yeah, you kind of know how to fish. You know, we're gonna assume that somehow, you know, with a javelin could be, you know, like maybe not a javelin that you use, but like a, you know, a branch that you kind of sharpen and stick it into a fish. You've done that before.
Spear fishing.
Yeah,
Do some
you've done some
Hey, you
spear
leave me
fishing
out of
before.
this. You leave me out of this.
I'm just gonna get the squirrel man spear, and I'm gonna try to, you know, shave off some of the hair and make him sharp, and throw his buck teeth at the fish. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
All of you.
All right. So you go to fish, you know, and you kind of like spear fish for a little bit, and you're not really getting anything, but like you do notice that chicken kind of walked up to you and kind of is looking at the water a little bit, and we'll get a survival check for chicken.
Let's go, chicken.
Just imagine the both of them dunking their heads in the river.
He dunks his head and like it's almost delayed, as in instead of like timely like taking a bite out of water trying to grab a fish, he just kind of shoved his head and then started screaming, "Rah!" And it really not very effective, and you catch no fish for this interaction. And you're hunting. You and a chicken's hunting trip has been very
In vain.
very in vain. Yes, very unsuccessful. To be kind.
Okay, buddy. We'll come out here and try this another time.
All right.
Then I pet him, give him some more wieners, and then I just pet his belly a few times, and then it's like, okay, let's head back.
Cool. All right. You guys head back. All right. Dahlia and Headnip heading into the frickin' chicken. It's fucking delicious. That's the tagline. Right underneath. Like it's frickin' chicken, and then there's a small graffiti, right? But they never like removed it because it was well done. And it says fucking delicious right underneath. It's not part of the official branding, but it's fan made.
How quaint.
Definitely not quaint when you walk in. It is, you know, kind of like not seedy places, but like, you know, like those kind of places where when you're traveling, someone tells you you have to go to that restaurant. It's amazing. It's like if you come to Montreal, you have to go to I forgot the fucking name. Mafias?
So it's like a hole in the wall.
Schwartz. No, Bad Province, yes, but Schwartz meat, right? Like it's like a hole in a wall a little bit, where there's like it's a counter, right? And there's like cooks and there's not really like privacy tables and stuff like that. There are some, but they failed. There's a lot of people, and it's a small place, kind of hole in the wall, like you said. And you come in, it smells like fish. Not like fish, sorry, like chicken.
Wow.
And
Like,
I don't want that chicken.
it smells like fish. Yeah, like kind of city floor. There's not plate. Like you eat on like napkins that's laid out on the counter, right? And then they just serve you chicken. It's kind of that kind of
like
place.
It's a good thing I didn't go to Schwartz's when I was in Montreal.
No, Schwartz is fucking amazing.
I went to Walensky's instead.
Never went there. Fuck it. So you walk in. One of the cooks sees you. Hey, you guys! Welcome to frickin' chicken. Take a seat. And they just kind of point you to two benches right there.
Yes, well.
I
After-
go sit where they point.
All right,
Yeah,
so they
yeah.
kind of like clear the leftovers of what was there from the previous owners before you sit down. So one moment, and then you kind of just like put his arm at the end of the counter and then shove the shit back in on the floor in a bucket, and then kind of lays out a nice sheet of paper. It's like, there you go, that's your napkin. Sits up for the both of you. So you guys, are you new here? You look new. We'll give you a little menu. Hint: there's chicken. And I'll come back and you guys tell me what you want, right?
Sounds good.
Oh, yes. Look at all the different chicken dishes. I mean, chicken on a stick, chicken in a pan, chicken in a hat. Oh, look at this one, chicken in a boot. That must, it's quite the place here.
So when you do a kind of a look around, you're definitely, both of you stick out like sore thumbs, right? It is like a workers kind of place, right? Like it was recommended to you because it's good, clearly not because it's fancy or pretty. And you kind of look at the crowd, and they're kind of looking at you guys like, "Hey, welcome! It's fucking delicious!" And
Well, at least it appears that everyone's excited here. That's a good start. Not quite what I'm used to, but seems like there's a special on the menu. Might as well start there. What do you think, Dahlia?
Sounds fine with me. I guess we go with what they recommend and whatnot and see what goes from there.
Yes.
all right.
I mean,
So okay, so server comes back, you guys give your order. Fine. Dahlia, you do spot in the crowd Lalit from the academy that's there. Kind of like just eating at a stool. She's there, she's talking with like folks around her, but she's sitting there. Lalit is the pink haired adventurer that you guys met. That's with the Dracor Malphus.
Yeah.
Lalit, yeah. Lalit. Excuse me. She's there. She hasn't seemed to notice you or made any signal, but you spotted her. Well, go ahead.
no, it's I believe that's our fellow classmate over there, Lilith. Should we invite her over?
Sure. If you don't mind, I don't mind. We can wave to her and say hi.
Yeah. I'll use my invisible mage hand and tap her on the shoulder, and we'll call out to her.
Okay.
Because it's a crowded place. She might not hear, so get her attention. She's blind after all,
Correct.
kind of.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what you think. Well, yeah. So.
Did you just say she might not hear she's blind?
No.
No. She might be. There's a.
She might not hear, you know.
Wow.
Amazing. And it's.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. So you
I
get.
wasn't gonna start waving at the blind girl. That's what I really meant. I'm not Elias who's gonna start waving at a blind person.
Well, you're a monster. That's what you are. You monster.
He would. Elias would.
All right. So you get her attention by nudging her with your
Smacking her in the back of the head with your mage. Hey!
Push 5 feet, right?
Oh my God, sorry. So you get your attention, then she kind of looks back at you guys and smiles, and she just she waves at you guys. So you invite her over?
Yeah.
All right. So she comes over, they scoot, like you're kind of in between two groups, but like one group scoots one over, and then she kind of fits in, and she's like, "Oh, hello, hi, funny to run into you guys over here."
Yeah, it was highly recommended by the man we met on the street earlier today. Have you tried any of it yet?
Yeah, I had some fried chicken. Some frickin' fried chicken. That's what they call it here. Yeah.
Yes, it's quite intriguing. This fucket bucket of chicken is quite tempting as well. But
What?
the fucket, did you see it on the menu? Did you not see it? The fucket bucket.
Oh, the fucking bucket. No, yeah. Yeah. It's a little bit of everything. That's that's the description. Yeah. I mean, they told me it was a lot for one person, but I mean, we could order that like for all, I'd be cool to split it with you guys.
We both already ordered the special, but I'm sure we can order more to share.
Oh, okay, great! Let's do it. So, your server kind of brings in. He brought you some fried chicken. You guys like anything else you would like? We would take a fucking bucket. And he's like, all right. And when the fucking bucket comes in, a side of drinks for all you guys. So meat all around for the fucking bucket. All right.
Just so you know, there's actually a place in Seattle that does a fucking bucket for chicken.
That's great.
It's fantastic.
Yeah. I am stealing that from someone.
As long as they don't DMCA us, we're good. Let's say the name of the place just in case. It's a sponsor.
I forget the name of the place. I just know it's
Oh
called
my
the
God,
Bucket.
you monster. Oh, yeah, you would wave to the blind girl now. Oh my Lord.
Uh-huh.
All right. So, it sounds nasty. Wow.
It's like an Asian fried chicken place.
Beer sounds disgusting.
Fucking bucket sounds amazing. I see that in the menu, ordered instantly.
Oh, no, that's fine.
Oh.
Alex mentioned asking if they had chicken beer, and I'm like, chicken beer sounds disgusting.
Yeah.
Chicken beer does sound pretty gross.
Just
He
gotta
also
mix a
said-
little chicken bouillon in it, you know?
He also said chicken flavored water.
I like that though.
Okay, the place is called Taku, but
Yeah. Okay. So it's kind of rowdy. So there's definitely kind of like a party vibe going on, right? Like people enjoy their food, they have fun, they have nice drinks, and they laugh. Just look, and then the owner, the server comes back. Here's your fucking bucket, and then they just puts it there, and then puts your drinks. Enjoy, and then when someone orders a fucking bucket in this place, they kind of ring a little bell, and everybody does a cheer. So like, you guys are kind of like surprised because you didn't know, but like you have your mugs, and you're about to cheer between yourself, and then sound, hey guys, we got one fucking bucket, ding 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 ding, and they're like, fuck it, and then they just all take a big swig of that mug.
It's TwitchCon all over again. Ambassador.
never got to experience anything like this back at home. This is quite exciting, really.
This is new for me, too, so let's go get and enjoy.
Yeah.
All right, so
Meandria.
yeah, like she laughs, Leonard laughs, and she kind of like, hey, let's do it, fuck it, and then takes a shot, takes a big swig of her mug.
Yeah, so I'll pick up a drumstick and clearly state out in the air, fuck it, and I'll take a good bite.
It tastes like chicken.
It is actually rather delicious, Dahlia. You should try some.
But smells like fish. No, I'm kidding.
You have to get past the fishiness, yes, but
There you go. So you guys eat, and it's fucking delicious. Like they're right? It's like it's a homey kind of soul food type of thing, which is great fucking chicken. It's great freaking chicken. And it makes you say it's fucking delicious, right? Like you guys have a great time, and kind of mingle with the rowdy crowd of the freaking chicken.
yeah, we need to make sure that we can blend in with the people. We will be here, training to defend and protect the city. It just only makes sense that we understand the people.
Oh, I want to see Rowdy Ednip. I want to see Rowdy Ednip so bad.
So Lana
Yes.
looks at you guys, and she kind of starts a conversation. Have you guys how what do you think of our teachers at the academy?
They all seemed rather professional. Maybe aside from the raging beast, he seems a little
He's a
immature, perhaps. How was all that training you did?
Oh God, I'm
he-
exhausted. That's why I probably lost more than I'm gonna gain with this meal. Oh, that's why I came here. I was kind of, you know, she kind of looks around. She's kind of annoyed and kind of bored of being always with the Heidi Tootie, Dracor and Bertrand, and they're nice, but it was getting too, you know, too formal, and I kind of just wanted to let my hair loose a little bit, you know, get into some chaos, and I decided, you know, just kind of ask around, and I was pointing to here, so I came here. But yeah, Daya, who's your head teacher?
1 second, I'm looking. Because I'm not good with names. This is why I wrote everything down.
Trixia.
No worries.
Latrixia.
We got put with Lutrixia, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
Lutrixia.
She seems nice. But my head teacher is Raging Beast. I was getting yelled at all day. He's very intense.
Trixie seems pretty hands off. She let us kind of do whatever we pleased, actually, so far.
That's nice. I heard she's new, right?
Yes, she
I
mentioned
believe
that.
So, yes.
She had some adorable cats, though, as well. They're very kind.
I know. They're so cute.
Diablo is the most playful cat I have ever dealt with.
Did you guys get to play with them?
I did.
On the first day, I did some, introductions. I gave them some good scratches and pets. And
Oh.
during that horrible fight we had in the square,
Mm-hmm.
to calm them down, make sure that they were okay.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I saw them a little bit, and I just wanted to pet them so much. They look so cuddly. Oh, you guys are lucky. Yeah.
I'm sure we could make introductions.
Would
they're
you?
around the campus
That
most
would
of the
be
time, yes.
amazing. You do notice, Hendip, and your mug of beer is always refreshing. Like you didn't really say anything to them. You ordered a fucking bucket, right? But they keep serving you guys drinks nonstop. Maybe Lalit's drink a little bit, because she seems very I mean, she just seems good. Like, she seems relaxed, right? She doesn't seem uptight or anything like that. And you both of you realize that.
I mean, I'll keep an eye on her to make sure nothing happens, but other than that,
Yeah.
But yeah. No, it's just like you're not, and you too, right? Like, I know you guys don't drink very much, but like, you did notice, like, the servers sometimes they come in, they kind of check if your beer is empty. It's not, they walk away, right? Like, they don't really necessarily tell you, but and not that they're hiding it, they just kind of don't want to always come. You do notice that there's a big atmosphere of party, and a lot of beer is sold in this place. And yeah, and
Interesting.
she continues to drink. But yeah, no, today was very exhausting. My legs are killing me. I've ran so much.
Well, at least you have Sergeant Alex in your class now, right? He's an upstanding gentleman.
Yeah, he's nice. He's very nice. He's very nice. He's like,
All right.
Like, I don't want to talk bad about him, but he's just kind of too nice,
How can someone
Lord.
be too nice?
Like, he'll say something, right? And then he'll be like, let's say I dropped my pen, right? He'd be like, hey, sorry, you dropped your pen. And then he'll pick it up, he'll give it to me and say sorry. Like you know, he doesn't have to say sorry 3 times. You know what I mean? He's just too nice. He's nice. He's very nice. I mean, it's not. It's nice that it's not like that. It's nice that he's nice, and it's not a kind of annoying like Dracor. But it, you know, it's just kind of, you know, a little too nice. Maybe he's shy. I think he's shy.
And it sounds like he might be. He seemed to get along pretty well with everyone we've met in our encounters so far. Maybe it's something different with you.
Yeah. No. I mean, I don't think it's not a negative thing or anything. It's just, you know, at sometimes like when, you know, like, I don't know, like sometimes I'm not to say I want him to fucking yell at me, but I'm just saying he's just too nice, too polite. It's about time he gets real.
Well, it must be better than Dracor and his
Oh,
butler.
I mean, I would a million times better.
Mentioned, Dahlia just kind of growls.
Well, he's quite a disgrace to nobility everywhere. This is weaselly didn't learn.
I don't know. I think he's someone who's privileged their whole life and doesn't realize that a lot of people did a lot of things for him and doesn't realize it. He takes it as common sense, as normal, not as someone doing something for him. You know what I mean?
It's very wise of you to say that.
Thank you.
Well, you have quite the team on your class.
Mhm,
They're
mhm.
getting along honestly pretty well. We had an entire adventure in the sewers, and we just came back.
Yeah,
from
you guys
returning,
getting along good?
alligators.
Yeah. The little green one's kind of weird a little bit, right? Is he nice?
He seems very, straightforward. Very straightforward and well-intentioned. Maybe, not up with all the cultural norms and mores of society, but very well-intentioned and honorable. See, he's someone he'll watch your back in a fight for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen nothing of ill of him other than maybe a couple faux pas in the sleeping arrangements. He's very, he knows no line of social boundary, perhaps.
What do you think about him, Dahlia?
I mean, that all sounds quite accurate, actually, now that it's put that way. You can notice that the alcohol's kind of getting to her a little bit because, again, she really, really doesn't drink, so she's kind of floaty at the moment.
Yeah, no, okay. Not, I don't want to seem rude or anything, Dahlia, but what the fuck happened to your brother?
I have absolutely no idea on. That even surprised me.
Couldn't stop staring at his gigantic fluffy tail.
I mean, I think that was everybody, even me, and that's weird.
Yeah, like it's so weird. Like I saw him yesterday. He was like a human, cute little human boy. Now he's like a giant fucking furry squirrel.
Yes, he's kind of gone home to have a discussion with his father about that.
Well, okay, so he didn't know either.
Nope.
I still don't see the problem in it. I mean,
there isn't a problem with it. I mean, except when you're human up until a certain point, and then all of a sudden you're a big, giant, fluffy squirrel.
Right.
I mean,
it's like no, but it's like if you woke up tomorrow without giant, long hairs and without your cute little fluffy butt and without your fur.
Oh my! Kind of flushes a little bit. Madam,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. She kind of anime, like, kind of like, grabs her drink and kind of just
Talia
like
just covers her face and is giggling her ass off.
halfway embarrassedly shoves her face in her mug, kind of like embarrassedly sipping. I'm sorry.
And
Oh my god, you made me choke my drink.
well,
I think it's just a shock.
I'm a little curious on that matter. Actually, how do you? I was under the impression your vision wasn't quite normal. How do you perceive?
Oh, I see fine.
You see fine?
Yeah. It's just my eyes always looked weird.
Ednip stares into her eyes.
They look like you've seen this before when you look in the sky. They look like a no clouds in the sky at night, completely dark with stars everywhere. That's exactly what her eyes look like. Kind of voidless black with a bunch of little sparkly dots, white dots.
Yes, I can't say I've ever seen eyes that sparkle as much as yours. Is it to do with your family as well, or is this some kind of magic? If you don't mind me asking, I'm sorry.
She blushes.
It's quite fascinating.
I don't know. I was always like that. And I can see things. She kind of like looks at Dahlia. I can see other things. I mean, I don't know. It's normal for me, right? Because I was always born with that. But sometimes I've always, I guess my parents always called me as like I perceived things a lot that others don't. But yeah.
Fascinating.
Do
you see what do you see when you look at us, then, if I may ask? Other than a cute long ears and a cute fluffy bunny butt.
At this point, she's red.
Wait, you actually have a tail?
What's that?
That was to Ednip. Wait, you actually have a tail? Though again, with the clothing he's worn,
Right.
she hasn't seen the fact that he actually has a tail.
Well, of course, Dahlia.
Sure. Wait.
A rabbit wouldn't have a tail. I'd be laughed out of high society if I didn't have a tail. Ednip will, in the moment, as we are in this establishment of good company, Ednip will take his cloak extravagantly and like spin it around his front so that you can expose his backside a little bit and his tail is exposed.
No,
Give it a wiggle.
Dahlia, you
reach out and touch it.
You kind of notice like Layla's eyes kind of like the little sparkles, they're sparkling very bright as she kind of stares at his ass without him noticing. Kind of like when he kind of like flips his cape, she's like staring, and then kind of quickly turns around and starts drinking, and finishes the one that she had. Like, oh.
Wait, what was that about a tail?
Yeah, see, I'm absolutely a normal rabbit. It is normal of Haragons.
So muscular.
So, question on, and I know this is going to sound weird, do you have the kind of reverse joint legs, or do you have more human-like legs?
I believe it's the reverse joint legs.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, that's why you can
Okay,
jump.
I was just curious.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Whoa. Yeah, you're a bunny.
Yes, I have quite a few little, and us Haragons are well known for our luck and our jumping abilities and avoiding danger, as we can sense it lurking around corners. My father was quite the jumper, really. He was able to jump up most trees, actually. It's quite extraordinary. We have festivals, jumping festivals every year. I've
Really?
never been able to win
Do you
one.
have jumping competitions?
Oh yes, it's quite lively.
Wow.
Really. there's drinking and art and exhibitions of martial prowess. And jumping skills. We like to honor our Fey roots, and part
Wow,
of that
where
is,
you're from seems so beautiful. Tell me more. And she kind of like half turns her body towards you, and like she kind of just like seems very enthralled and hearing like about where you're from.
well, looking back and forth, from Lilith and Dahlia, not to try to give any preference to either. He's just having an enjoyable time here. Well, it is a beautiful place. It's surrounded by giant forests and meadows, many giant maple trees, and in the springtime, they blossom beautifully. It's quite extravagant. We have giant picnics and go out and celebrate every year. That's something I miss dearly. Actually, it's kind of making me feel a little homesick being around a festival here as well. But alas, I'm here, and the king has even given me diplomatic authority on the matter. So I must behave myself and represent my kingdom as I'm here, and I will at the same experience this culture and its different ways of life, and it's very exciting so far. I mean, and Ednip will take another chicken leg out of the bucket and say "fuck it" and cheer, and hopefully the crowd joins in with him.
They fuck it, and they just they either like grab food or another drink, and they and she's like "fuck it" and she chugs her beer.
Ednip, I look over to Alan. It's quite enjoyable being able to rally the crowd so easily.
Yes, very much so.
The place is quite delicious, actually.
Dahlia, do you drink more when?
Yeah, she'll drink a little bit more.
We should avoid bringing Torque and chicken here, though. I wouldn't want to ruin our reputation.
Is that the name of that thing? Chicken?
Thing?
Yes, he named it chicken.
Quite a coincidence, really.
But, yeah.
I mean, he eats more sausages than he is anything else.
What happened? You should have called him Pork. What a Porky or something. That seems more apropos.
Well, I believe in the ancient tongue, he probably mustered it from was Chikan, a very proud and noble creature. I'm sure, I can only imagine it has something to do with his people's history and mythology, but I couldn't tell you exactly the roots.
I just think he's a little bit weird, but he's super nice. He looks nice. He looks very nice.
Honestly, though, I do believe the goddess Archichu, once in his, I believe I've heard from his.
The goddess Archichu, just like the worker from the sword.
I mean, it's a popular name.
Oh, yes, of course, yes.
It's a popular name. Mm-hmm. I believe she once had a hero. She once was a patron of, and I believe he had a mighty steed named Chicken as well. So maybe it's from that. I'm not sure, but.
Hey, are you pulling my leg? You seem like you're making this up.
Madam, I would never make up history. I think it's quite fascinating, really. The small things we can learn from different cultures. I've spent most of my childhood reading books. I was never very strong, but I always wished to study the sword. And it's part of why I came here, really.
Really?
To escape all my studies and be able to learn what mattered most to me.
Dahlia is gonna take a piece of chicken and feed it to Bruni.
Bruni eats it.
I'm naming it for now.
She looks at it. Lalith sees it for the first time, and then she looks at it and she looks at you. And she's like, "It's very cute. It's from your home."
Yes, it seems it came through with this last portal that opened up that we had to deal with some of the inhabitants coming out of.
Wow, that's so cool.
Dahlia will hold him over to her if she wants to hold him or pet him.
She does. She kind of puts her hand and then she pets him. Can I feed him?
Sure, go ahead.
She gives a little piece of chicken. And and she hands it back. He's so adorable. Wow, you guys are lucky. I almost wish I was in you guys' group. I mean, I like my group too. Like Drakor is not, he's annoying. He's not mean. He's just like, you know, like it's just like if I go to, oh, what's that? If I go to you guys, if I think of you guys as a group, like you're all funny and weird. But like my group is like Bertrand is always like, you know, taking care of Drakor. It's a little bit annoying. Drakor is annoying. Alex is just too nice. It feels like almost my group is boring. But you guys are great. What about the other one, the little chubby one?
Chubby one?
Yeah. Like the Ilikas.
I mean, the tall, dashing one?
Is he tall, dashing?
He's much taller than I.
No, Iliakos. What's your stature?
He's 6'5", and
Jesus.
he's got like a blacksmith gut, so he's kind of got a dad bod going on.
Okay, well, chubby. Okay. I forgot he was 6'5".
obviously
Jesus
dashing.
Christ.
I was like, is he talking about Thor?
Sorry.
Chubby isn't off though.
I mean, yeah, but yeah. What about the huge guy?
The safety. Okay.
Just that one under the rug.
Goodness, Peter.
Is he nice? He looked fun.
Oh, he is. He's actually quite nice.
Oh, cool. See, is he too nice though?
No. Likes to party, though. He enjoys
Oh,
a
he's
good
missing out
party, it
tonight.
seems.
Fuck it! As she takes another piece of chicken.
Fuck it.
Fuck
Yell
it!
that too as
Fuck
she eats the
it!
chicken.
Come on, all right. So everybody in the tavern, just like every time someone says "fuck it," they go "ah!" Right?
Surprised any eating could get done in this place.
All right. So, so Dahlia, like, have you, like, you've mentioned it. I didn't know if I could like mention it myself, but did you tell them where you're from?
They know that I came from one of the portals, yes. At least my little group does. I didn't say exactly where from, but I think it's kind of a bit obvious. But yes, they do know.
And it listens up again because he remembers this conversation from the first time they met.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, Elias knew beforehand because, again, him and his father found me, and his father studies the portals, actually.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's very nice. Do you miss it? What do you want to do? Do you want to go back? Do you?
I don't necessarily miss it. I was on the elemental plane of fire in a place called the City of Brass.
Mm-hmm.
And not everyone there is nearly as calm or as nice as my father was. He was kind of an outlier in the people that tend to dwell there.
I see. Wow. Is it what kind of city is the City of Brass?
Kind of like a large city like this one. I think it's one of the main cities in the elemental plane of fire. I never got to venture out from it much, so I'm not entirely sure what else is on the plane. But it's actually very similar to just a large city like this would be. It's just inhabited by all manner of different fire creatures, things. You know,
Yeah, let's see.
yeah.
It sounds hot. She kind of like snorts and laughs at her terrible joke.
Dahlia just kind of giggles and face palms at the joke, but yeah, you actually rather correct.
Most likely quite the understatement, really.
All right. So the evening continues. You guys are kind of like, chit-chatting, socializing with her and with the rowdy crowd as well, because it's kind of like a very, very big social environment. It's been about, an hour at this point. You guys have eaten most of your fucking bucket and have drank, quite a bit. So, and you kind of see that Lalith has been done eating for a little bit. She's just kind of like staying with you guys and socializing. And you get to the kind of the tab, and you guys pay the tab and whatever. What do you want to do next?
Should we maybe find a quiet place? And I'd love to discuss more about all this magic you cast, Dahlia. I'm quite fascinated. You are a brilliant caster. I think we have much to learn from one another, and Lalith as
quite the
well.
caster yourself, and you seem to know some magic that I have not been able to learn. So, yes, actually, I would love to have any manner of discussion with you about that.
Yes, I know. There was even talk, I believe, from Alandor, our headmaster, that we might be able to learn more about the ruins in which those books were enchanted as well, and among other things. He seems to have quite the line in on magical knowledge. He even mentioned, as you remember, the mystery of my blade singer from the tomes of my childhood. So maybe, perhaps, we can start a discussion and then on magic, and then perhaps we'll be able to go and ask him a little bit more as well.
I'm all for that. I would love that quite a bit, actually. Any chance to learn something new, I absolutely adore it.
Yes. Well, actually, it's probably pretty late, right?
Yeah, it's pretty late at that point. It's like, late for those times, right? It's like 9 p.m.
Oh, and everything you said shuts down at what time?
Around that time. Like, it's
okay,
not that far from, like, shutting down. There's not really, like, that specific of,
Well, I imagine
time.
we should probably make sure Lalith gets back to the dorm safely.
Oh, we're not at the dorms. Draco rented a whole hotel for just us.
What?
Yeah, it's very fancy.
Well, you don't have to stay there, do you? You still have a room at the dorms, unless you prefer to stay there.
I mean, I can sleep wherever I want.
Oh, well. Whatever you prefer, madam, we shall escort you to for the rest of the evening. Back to your abode.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I mean, she's embarrassed. Like, she's kind of blushing a little bit, and she's kind of fumbling with her words. Yeah. I mean, you guys. I guess you guys or kind of do your magic thing, right? So I don't want to be a third wheel. So I mean, you guys can escort me to the fancy hotel, I guess.
Well, it's just don't feel too embarrassed. I'm new to this city, and I need as many friends as I can, and I appreciate your friendship, and I will be in your care.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. No problem. She blushes some more. Dahlia, you're getting some vibes, but it's definitely her looking at Ennim. And it seems more of like obtuse, but you, Dahlia, you're getting like, maybe there's an interest there.
Okay.
From her towards him. At least you like the body language that you're reading.
Mhm.
You do feel you do like kind of pick on that.
Oh my.
An oh my kind of situation indeed. All right, so well, yeah, we'll she wants to touch the fluffy butt.
Well, I'm surprised I haven't had another mage hand come after my tail. But the night is young.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, she did throw a pie on top of my head, if I recall. Or a beer. It was a
Very
beer.
true.
She dumped a beer on my head.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was a beer. It was a beer indeed. Yeah, so she's she fucking okay. She
Is this the Little Mermaid all of a sudden? Use your body language.
no. Yeah, so she kind of like shows you the way to the hotel, and you kind of see it's like a pretty fancy hotel. It's a pretty big hotel. You're assuming it costs them like a lot of money to just rent all the whole thing, right? So you guys escort her there, and it's definitely like a little bit into the city, into like the festival place, and you're seeing more of the decorations now, and it's beautiful, and you know, the people are working really hard to kind of like, you know, get the city back to looking like it's a festival, right? Like you don't see any holes where the creatures have came out, or you know, obviously you don't see any dead bodies of the creatures or villagers, right? You're seeing that the city is, you know, trying to turn the page, right? So you escort Lalit all the way to the hotel, and it's gated, right? You can't just there's like a private guard there that's kind of like as you know, they have like a little token that they have to show to enter. So, and she's kind of like fiddling with the token with her hand, and she, well, this is me. Thank you for spending the night with me and talking to me about your place. I'd love to like visit where you're from someday, Hennep.
Oh, madam, I'm sure it can be arranged at some point. I don't plan on heading back there myself in much anytime soon. I have far too much to start now.
Yeah.
But it is a
I
wonderful
mean, one
place.
day you can take me. But yeah, no, it looks fantastic. It seems fantastic the way you've described it.
Well, be sure to take care of yourself tonight. Rest well, and we will see you in the school in the morning.
Yeah. Bye, Dahlia, and bye. Was it Bruni?
You have a good night. Hopefully everything will start getting better with your group. I really do hope it does.
Oh, thank you. It's probably just me. Just, you know, they're all nice. They're all very nice. It's fine. She kind of like pets your little lizard, and good night, Bruni. And then she kind of like shows the token to the guard. Guard's like, "Yep, come on in, madam." And he opens the door, and you hear like classical music being played like inside, you know, and you're, as the door opens, you kind of get a glimpse like of like a server kind of bringing wine to a table and whatnot. It's very like, seems
we
very
see,
out of place.
Do we see Drake at all? It's
I
like
mean,
the office
yeah,
that
you
is
could look
going
through the
under
windows
roof.
if you want.
And it was just as the door opens, you said there's the waiter going to a table.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure. Like you see a table and he's just drinking. There's not really anything like they're just kind of chilling, having music played to them by bards and stuff like that.
Okay. I'll look over at Dahlia really quick and wink, and I'll cast grease under Dracor's chair, and we'll walk away. And I'll giggle of the come on, let's go, and we'll leave.
Okay. So, you know, not long after you kind of like, you know, trying to see if your trick will work, and you hear like, and then like just kind of chair sliding, and then, you know, why is the floor dirty? What is this? Oh God. Oh, Bertrand, look further to the hotel. This one's classless. Oh.
Honestly, I don't feel like I did a good thing.
You did a horrible thing. You just ruined their business. They're gonna get a horrible
Have the staff clean this. Young girl, come here. Yes, get on your knees and clean this, please. Thank you very much. Here's some change. And you hear like the clattering of coins falling on the ground.
Oh, I hate this guy.
You just made them get a horrible Yelp review.
All right, Ilya
Well,
goes.
you know what? If he's standing in the pile, can I just give him if we're watching him through a window, then it will like after we hear the noise, can I give him a little telepathic force push in the grease to kind of just.
I mean, what's the range on the push? You know what?
feet?
Sure.
30 feet.
Make him do the ice dance on the grease type thing.
Yeah, exactly. Just get him off balance. I mean, I got to make him push. So
And
between
he
make
slips and
pushing-
falls on his back. Oh, what? Did you push me, madam? How dare you? Bertrand, get the owner of the establishment. She pushed me to the ground, and she's like, sir, I didn't even come close to you. I was like, well, how did I fall off then? How did I fall on my buttocks like this? Yes, you've pushed me, clearly. What kind of ragamuffin place is this? I will not stand for this. We're not sleeping here tonight. We are leaving. Bertrand, get her bag. Lilith, Alex, where's Alex? Oh,
Jesus.
Alex, get your things. We're getting another room.
Oh, I imagine we'll look over at Dahlia. Oh shit!
Wow. So that's
The plans of Rabbit and
I
Men
know
just
what
never
you were
work out.
trying to do, but oh, God.
Maybe we should help find a place for the
How?
night. Oh, that man is insufferable.
Well, I mean, yes, he is. That's why I did what I did the first time.
What did you do the first time?
Threw beer in his face and started a food fight, apparently. Remember?
Okay, that's the first time I remember. I just was wondering if there was a time before that time. You seem to know him before
Into
before
that.
he came to the bar.
Maybe, but we're not going into that right now.
Okay, well, should we get out of here, or should we stick around to help?
Right,
Alex
so
and
you
Lella?
do see the scene inside, like the owner kind of comes in. Sir, I'm sorry, I don't know what happened. What, young lady, did you push him? I didn't push him. Why did you push him? You're fired. So it's like, what do you mean? You're fired, sir. We're so sorry. Please stay. Look, I fired her. Clearly, I made a wrong judgment of character here. I'll call in someone else. He's no. You had your one shot, and I am done with this establishment. I deserve only the best, and you've quite frankly, sir, delivered the worst. Bertrand, get our things. We are out of here.
Honestly, the hotel might give us a reward if we tell them we were the reason they left.
So they're packing their bags right now. The woman that was cleaning out the grease is crying. She just lost her job.
Is she leaving the establishment? She's sitting
They
there cleaning
fired
it.
her. Like he's like,
Why would she clean up the grease if she fired him?
well, I mean, no, she stopped cleaning. Like she was cleaning, then she got fired. So she's kind of like just kind of on her knees in the grease, kind of with a rag in her hand, kind of just crying.
Oh no.
And then the owner's like, I don't know what you did. Why did you do that? Like the owner's kind of, I didn't do anything. I didn't. Yeah, I'm sorry. Listen, I can't. He's very rich. He's paying for everything. I told you we needed the utmost quality, and then all of a sudden he slips on. I'm guessing you spilled beer or food. She slips on that. He slips on that, and then you push him. Like I don't know what to say. Like I didn't think you were that kind of. I know he's annoying. I didn't think you would push him back and retaliate. Sir, I didn't do anything. Listen, you're a sweet girl, but you gotta go home. Pick up your things and leave. And he walks away, and she's there in the doorway crying.
Well, now how do you feel? Shay.
Just
Damn, man.
all right. Well, Adnip will
Best feels in the
approach-
chat.
Adnip will approach the poor woman without a name, and say,
You can't get past the gate. He's like, sir, you can't come in.
Oh, there's a gate now
No, there was a gate. There
around
was
the
a-
hotel.
Yeah, you were outside the gate. You weren't at the front of the
Oh.
hotel. It's a
Okay.
secluded hotel.
Oh, it's pretty fucking big, man.
Pretty fancy.
All right. Well, I imagine she's going to come out
Eventually.
of.
She don't work there no more.
Jesus.
So, all right. So you just wait for her to come out?
How did we even hear all that?
I mean, you know, I was stretching a little bit the power of listening and stuff like that, but you know, it's not like it was about like 30 feet. Like I gotta stretch your magic hand. You know, you wanted to cast, you wanted to do things, so you know.
All right, okay.
You're in range.
I'm owning it. I'm not saying take it back.
No,
Just
I wouldn't.
I just I feel awful. Yeah, what should I do? Maybe we can
I'm
get her a job at the.
entirely Sure.
Maybe we can get her a job at the Happy Goat. We're pretty friendly with the owner there. It'd probably be a better place to work.
How could you do that to Jennifer?
Is that their name?
None of this was our
Yes.
fault. Bass went off on a tangent and decided to fire a poor girl.
He casted grease in the middle of a fucking restaurant and then pushed a man. Vast attention.
I've had a few drinks and he's crossed us before.
Blame me.
Oh, man.
So
Maybe
yeah.
there's a-
So, you know, like you kind of see the young girl coming, and she's over there, you know, with her things, and she looks really sad. And then the boss comes back and says, "Listen, Jennifer, I'm very sorry. Okay, I have no choice. You know, this kid, he knows a lot of peeps, and you know, good luck to you, kid."
I'm actually more pissed off at the fact that the man is going to get away with doing that to her.
Light him on fire again.
Well, this is
I didn't light him on fire. It was his stupid carriage. Get it right.
Tomato, potato. You lit him on fire.
Wow, blame
Look at how
pushing.
materialistic he is. He is that carriage. You lit him on fire.
Okay, that actually.
well, it's just good for once that the wizards of the party can get to mischief as much as the other people. in the
It's
party.
good to know, yeah. Thank you, chat, for the support. Hype train. All right, so do send me DMs on Discord and tell me what you guys want. I will tell you that stuff.
Well, I would like to, if she does come out, I'd like to approach the woman and perhaps offer her the, to ask her what's wrong.
Well, yeah.
and if
She's
I can
coming
help.
at the moment, right? Like, she's coming down, and like she's heading towards the gate, and she's still crying as she has her things, and she gets to the gate, and he's like, "I'm gonna need your token, Jennifer. I'm very sorry. I hope your mom will be okay." He's like, "Yeah. As you know, I was helping her pay things for my
Pile it on.
for my
Stepmother.
brothers and sisters."
My sick mother.
No, she didn't say sick mother. It's fine. You'll be all right. Everything will be all right. It's like, thanks, Bruno. And then she kind of just takes her token and she leaves.
I'll approach this. Madam, what's wrong? I heard quite a commotion coming from the inn. Are you all right? You're crying.
Yeah, I just lost my job, and she starts crying.
That's awful. I believe I heard that Draco Malfoy was residing in the inn. And
Yes,
did it happen to be from that tyrant?
I mean, he was not. He was paying well, and he was giving nice tips, but it's a little bit difficult. But I don't know what happened. Like, he slipped on something. I don't know what it was, and he fell, and then I was near, and I guess I spilled beer. Or wine, or food. I'm not sure. And then I guess he slipped again. Maybe there was some on his boot, and he said that I pushed him. I honestly don't think I pushed him. Maybe I bumped on it by accident, but I honestly, sir, I'm telling you, I don't know.
I'm sure it's no fault of your own. He's quite an oaf, really. tyrant. Even practically assaulted Dahlia is here's brother in the end when he just tried to give him a pleasant hello. It was quite embarrassing to even watch that man try to behave himself. I feel awful for your predicament, though. If I may, I do happen to know the owner of the Happy Goat, and perhaps we can get you employment there. It's a much better place than this. Maybe not as fancy, but the owner is kind, and it's very possible there's room for promotion. I know he is.
Why would you do such a thing? Wait, were
honestly,
you guys watching?
I heard the commotion from the street, but I can't stand that man, and I believe that.
Did you do this?
That you seem like an innocent bystander to his tyrannical violence.
I mean, you're right. I didn't do anything. I feel like maybe.
I mean, your side of the story seems like you did nothing wrong. It's his outrage from his own incompetence slipping on the floor that he's just embarrassed to admit that he's an idiot.
I mean, he was nice though. Like he was not nice, but he was kind of very wealthy and very generous in a way, in a cocky way. Like, I don't know. Oh God, this is so bad. And she seems to like start getting more agitated, more angry, right? And it's like, the more I think about this, bullshit, because I didn't do anything. I'm sure I didn't do anything. I feel like is someone around? Like, she kind of looks, did someone play a dirty trick on me? You think someone set me up?
No. It's that man himself. Like I said, he might have even spilled his grease from his plate on the floor intentionally, just to get a humorous rise from a boring evening.
Wait, did you say I was singing too earlier? Were you saying I was boring?
I'm not sure what your abilities are, but that man is quite the troll, really. Who knows? Maybe he just doesn't.
I mean,
appreciate
anyone who would like,
weird.
do like dirty tricks like that is clearly in the wrong. But it's just so frustrating, because I was this close. You know what my dream is? I wanted to open a little shack. I wanted to be able to next year, have my own little, one of my. I don't know why I'm telling you all of this, but I just.
Shack?
It's just, yes. I wanted to have a prestigious food truck shack, like the wiener wagon. But now I don't have any money for that. I was hoping this job, and I was so excited when we got the contract, and now he's leaving, and I'm out of a job.
Do you have skills in confectionery means?
What do you mean?
The shack? Like, well, if you wanted to open a food stall, are you proficient in cooking?
Yes, of course.
Oh, well. We are actually acquainted with the owner of the wiener wagon. Perhaps if you can prove yourself to him, he could finance your own cart.
What do you mean?
Well, if you're so talented... Yes, if you're so talented and you have such aspirations, it only makes sense to enable you to fulfill those aspirations and find success. And, part of that is maybe you would pay, for the cart off, but when you're finished, you'd be able to run your business as you see fit, and you'd be under the tutelage of a great wiener shack man, like a wiener wagon man. Yes,
but now I have to start from scratch again. And while that conversation goes on, you hear them like. Them coming out, right? And then the owner's like, sir, I promise you, it was a bad employee. I was the wrong person. I have other employees. Everything will be fine. Please don't leave. Please, I booked. You told me that I would keep this open you know, for a week for you, and I did, right? But you've only stayed a night, so I gotta.
At this point,
Yep.
Dahlia's gonna see what's going on.
Oh, they're walking.
gonna-
It's like
Yeah,
Dracor's
she's
leading the
gonna-
way with Bertrand chasing, and Lilith
She's
and
gonna pat Ednip on the arm,
uh-huh.
look to the girl. She's gonna get up and go up to the gate and go, "It was my fault. I was playing a prank on him through the window. She does not deserve to be fired. I'm the one who's responsible for him falling due to a spell that I cast on the floor."
Dahlia, you don't have to
That
do this.
way-
And it shouts out.
Just
Like,
cut. He's already. Dahlia
No.
already knows that the dude is gunning for her and mad at her, so she's not gonna let Ednip take the blame for this. She's just gonna go ahead and let the guy continue to think that it's her being her mean old self and that she's out to get him.
Of course it would be you. Oh, I am fuming with anger right now, sir. And then that's Dracor, and then the owner was like, "Madam, why would you do such a thing?" I am
He's a
absolutely.
fellow student at the school, and I was just being facetious, and I was playing a prank on him. I did not expect it to get out of hand.
Jennifer, you see Jennifer, and she's looking at you. She looks really angry, and you're seeing dark smoke coming out of her, almost like it's kind of like surrounding her a little bit. Like you're kind of seeing, like almost, I guess she's going into like she huffing, and like her chest is puffing, and she's like, "Why would you do this? Your pranks cost me my job."
at this point, Ednip will look over at Dahlia and say, "You don't have to protect me, Dahlia. I will admit that it was I who was trying to be clever and get back at this buffoon for his treatment of us earlier. It was not Dahlia who cast the spell, it was I. As a challenge to Dracor himself, really, to see how he would handle the situation. And obviously it was tactless on his behalf, and his tyrannical behavior has caused a scene at this establishment and got the young lady fired. And I can see that he is no noble at all, but merely a beast who lashes out at young ladies and establishments for his own follies."
Like, so you're looking at the reaction. Like everybody's like wide-eyed, like mouths open. Oddly enough, you guys notice that Lilith is kind of like with a grin smile, right? She's kind of smiling. But Dracor is like, "You, sir, have called me a beast? Have you looked into a mirror recently? You're all to blame, the both of you. You're the same. I bet your whole group is mischievous trickster, no good tricksters. Oh God, I will have you all expelled from the academy if I can.
Is
You."
he within arm's reach of me?
No, there's still the gate because they didn't get to open the gate yet. It's like, so to just draw the scene, you guys are outside the gate. There's a guard in the middle with the gate closed. They were walking down the kind of the rocky little path towards the gate, and that's when Dahlia, you kind of like, that was me, right? And like, you two are kind of surrounded by anger right now. Like you got Jennifer, who's on one side on the street, like next to you guys, that seems fuming. There's the gate over, the guard stoically looking at you, no problem. The owner is like, you know, like arms stretched, kind of, what the fuck? And then the Dracor is like so pissed. And you know, kind of looking, kind of goes back into his tirade. You know, it's like, you merely accuse me of not being noble when you are the one, or you, I don't even know which of you, but you're both just as worst. I don't know which of you casted a deviant spell on me for no reason whatsoever, but then you are gonna learn that there are consequences to your action. Sir, I am leaving. I am not paying for the rest of the week. You, young lady, I'm sorry, but you are out of a job as well. And you two, bunch of no good tricksters, I will speak to the academy director in the morning. Bertrand, follow me. And then he goes to the gate, and the guard's like, you sure you want me to open the gate? He's like, I am not afraid.
Dahlia has not moved.
The guard opens the gate. He's like, you realize, sir, that once that you pass this gate, I don't need you, brute. And he walks up straight to you.
And as soon as he does, I backhand the living crap out of him.
All right. So he will, he will defend himself. You don't have to hit the AC, obviously, but we'll do like a little 1d20 roll from you. Just roll the, or do like an attack, but we're not going to necessarily count it as an attack.
I can do an unarmed strike attack.
Yeah, do that. That's fine. Now I'll give him like a dex save. Good one. Fuck, you got it. You slap him straight across the face. Well, you don't need to roll damage unless you're trying to do damage.
I'm trying to make it sting enough to where he feels it.
Oh, you slap him. You slap him hard as shit. You right it square, and you hear smack that almost echoes in the night, and like a bunch of people like just gasping, right? He feels it. He puts his hand like covering his cheek, and he kind of looks at you and is like,
you are a bully. That is all you've ever been, and that is all you seem to ever will be. You have no right to talk to any of these people this way, and you really need to learn your place.
young lady, you have been but a crude, rude, savage of an excuse for a sentient being. You speak.
And that still makes me better than you.
You speak of honor and behavior when you have literally behaved worse than the disgusting goblin you walk with. Out of my way!
It's sad when the goblin has a more noble personality than you ever will.
There's a level of buffoonery I stopped listening to at some point, and he walks away. And then Bertrand's like, sir, I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Is your cheek okay? Let me look. I'm fine, Bertrand. Leave me alone. Find a new establishment for us to sleep. And then they walk away. Alex kind of passes by. He's like, I'm sorry. And then walks away. But behind him, and Lalit, it's like, Ednip, what? It's kind of funny what you did, but sorry, this is happening. She seems to know exactly it's you that did it. Like, she doesn't seem to be buying that Dahlia did it.
After such a jovial night, it's a shame that it all got out of such hand. I apologize for your inconvenience.
Oh, you're apologizing to her? Like, and then she kind of walks away, and then this back to Jennifer. Like, what the fuck? Now I'm out of a job.
Jennifer, was it?
Yeah.
I do apologize for your lack of employment.
You were lying. I asked if you knew what happened. You said no.
I didn't believe it the place at the time.
So the owner's there, and the owner interrupts. Sir, madams, I would ask you to take this away from my establishment. I have a lot of work to do now, thanks to you. I'm not a noble, and I'm just an owner of an establishment. Jennifer, I'm sorry that they've done this to you. Here's I can pay you for, a day's work extra. And he kind of opens his pocket and
if he's leaving, I don't see why you have to fire her.
That's my point, is she didn't do it. You know that he lied about her doing it now. to your face just to sit there and get somebody fired, and you still are gonna side with him over her?
I
How
understand
dare
that, but what would you
And he
have me
turned around
do?
and walked off.
Okay, so Dahlia walks off. And then he kind of looks at you, he's like, sir, I understand, and you're right, but what would you have me do? He is extremely well connected. If he hears about me rehiring her, this might get worse. I just want to be done with this situation whatsoever. I've lost a lot of money today, thanks to your trickery here, and
It's better to be the more noble man, and to take care of the ones that are underneath you, than to worry about tyrants above you.
it's a very easy thing to say when you're someone who comes from riches. Honor is great for those who can do something about it. For us common folks, honor is not a luxury that we can all afford. Even though my establishment is very luxurious, it's not indicative of my gross income yearly, sir. So, anyway, I gotta go. Jennifer, here's a day's work. I'm very sorry. She kind of like takes it begrudgingly, and she's like, "You for what it's worth, you were a great employee, but I can't risk the bad rap that this whole thing will give me. And if I rehire you, I'm afraid like maybe, you know, he'll give me a bad review. So good luck, kid." And then he kind of gives her like a few silver coin, and then he leaves. And then the guard closes the gate, and then the owner goes back. So it's Ednip and Jennifer that's still there. And then Jennifer's like, takes the couple of silvers, and she just looks at you, and she's like, what do you have to say more? What do you have more to add to this?
Oh, I can help you get future employment, with better future employment, but I can't help you get your job back. It seems that man has no spine as it is.
Are you gonna get me a better job?
Like I said to you before, the owner of the Happy Goat.
Happy Goat is not this place. Come on now.
Oh, but it is a better job, and it's very possible that I know the owner wants to become a writer, and it might be needing someone to do a higher position than just a waitress, but maybe help him run the establishment itself.
Don't you have money? Could you give me some money?
Madam, I am far from home, and money is not a luxury I have in abundance.
Okay.
As well. But if you come to the Happy Goat, I will be more than pleased to recommend you.
Give me a persuasion check at this point.
Okay. It's like animal handling, but for
humans.
I'm just as bad.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I could only stay muted laughing for so long. Okay, I had to mute myself for the entire thing. But that, I cannot keep quiet about that.
I lost it so hard at your no.
As I said, I thought that was illegal, but hey.
Oh God. She's like, all right. So the Happy Goat. Do you promise me you'll help me in the future? Like, you're an adventurer, right? I can tell you have fancy clothes and a big sword. Like,
I mean, yes, I'll help you. And if he doesn't, I can very well put you under my own employ.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I am an adventurer of means, and I'm used to. And I didn't bring any valets with me as I came here.
Wait,
it was very possible that I could hire you as well, but I wouldn't imagine you'd wish to work under a current adventurer. But it is a possibility.
Wow, Mal. You guys are monsters. She's like, okay, fine, I'll follow you to the Happy Goat.
Okay.
Actually, I know. You know what? No. I know where it is. It's fine. I'll just walk myself there. Good night.
Okay.
She's pissed, but at least you kind of salvaged what you could.
Yeah, and it just like, oh, this is why I don't drink, and starts heading back to the dorms after Dahlia.
Right.
And
God!
I didn't think I could get. I don't think I could get this passionate. Like, there's a lot of emotion building up on me. Oh
This
god,
got
that was
heavy
horrible.
real fast.
It
I
did.
know. I was
You guys
like,
are-
Jesus, we're bringing in real life shit here.
You
Okay.
guys are monsters.
I got a fucking stitch in my side right now.
I thought D&D was supposed to be fun.
Shame.
It is fun.
Shame on you.
It is fun.
Shame. This is how you become chaotic evil. This is how you get alignment changes.
It's his evil arc. Oh man.
Just like
Well,
Brew, except not
he's
with
been-
your...
You spend a whole life in a castle and being able to do whatever you want. You know,
Wow.
it's not the truth in another kingdom. But
How's that silver spoon taste?
Next time, kill Dracor.
I mean, I was close. I was
Nice.
close to actually challenging him to the tournament, but it just never was able to get in.
All
But We'll
right.
see. Maybe I'll do that later.
So, Hednip, where you, Dahlia, where were you heading when you left?
I was going back to the dorms.
Okay. Hednip, what do you do after that encounter?
Like I said, I'm
Back to the
kind of
dorms?
face in hand and a bit distraught about how things went.
Sure.
But you know, like I said, salvaged as much as possible. Quite a little embarrassed, but
All right.
head back to the dorms after following after Dahlia. So,
All right, so everyone split up. This is crazy. So Elias, you
Oh.
are traveling, right? I'm not gonna necessarily. We could do random encounters, but I'm not gonna be too hard on that. However, I would ask you to roll a percentage die for me, please.
Those are dashed, not zero.
All right.
I always
So-
get in like the 70s.
Yeah. All right. So we're unless someone wants to do something on this evening, we're ready to move on to the day after that. Essentially, well, actually, no. Let's go back to Torque because you're still outside there. With
I'm gonna
zero.
go to the restroom right
Sure.
quick while you're dealing with Torque.
Okay, so we'll switch to Malpheus. Malpheus. Eventually, you have a nice relaxed evening under the stars, and you kind of just mosey on back to the Happy Goat. And do you go to the Happy Goat or to the dormitory, Malpheus?
He's going to go to the Happy Goat because he wanted to talk to the owner
Okay.
and the staff there, since things were kind of left dangling about the book thing.
Yep. Okay. Okay, we'll do that afterwards. Torque, your hunting session kind of goes horribly awry. Do you head back to town? Do you decide to sleep outside under the stars?
No. I need to feed chicken, so I end up at the Happy Goat. In the back, I'm getting scraps.
Okay. All right. Well, you get back to the Happy Goat scraps are kind of gone. However, you do find like a random tavern or a random place where there's food, so you can just kind of eat the garbage. If that's what you want to do.
Well, I would pick through it again. I know that
Yeah.
he only likes the meat.
Right. All right. You do get like, sir, what are you doing?
But
You kind of turn around. There's a guard, like a patrol. Like, sir,
And
what
then
are you rummaging through the garbage?
I show him all the meat scraps and nasty stuff in my hand. I'm feeding my chicken, and then I throw it at chicken right next to me.
What is that creature, sir? Who are you? And he kind of approaches you with kind of like a lantern, and he kind of turns on as he gets closer in the dark alley.
I put my hand out with all that gross stuff in my hand still,
Yeah.
and I try to shake hands because that's what I've learned from this place. I'm Torque. I'm training at the academy, and then I try to shake his hands.
Oh, you're okay. Oh, roll a perception check for me, Thork.
Uh-oh.
Perception. Gonna be great. Not so bad.
He kind of gives you like, when you say you're from the, he kind of gives you like a dirty look, like, oh, you're from the academy. Okay. Well, I guess if you're from the academy, do you have any proof that you're from the academy?
Proof. And I pat through my non-existent pockets, and I look in my bag.
Yeah.
What kind of proof?
Well, usually they give a token to students, which is true they did.
Oh, and then underneath all the sausages, is it this thing?
Yep, that's it. All right, so you are indeed what you say you are. Great, lovely. Okay, well, don't do that. I'm sure they give you food at the academy, so why don't you just go to the academy and eat the food there?
Well, the chicken over here eats a lot. I've been
Yo,
trying.
what is that thing? He kind of looks back and like, what is that creature?
I pull him over, and
That's not a chicken.
It's not a chicken. His name's Chicken. What didn't you understand about that?
Kind of stares at you like with question mark in his eyes.
If you want to pet him, here, and then
No,
I hand him a
thanks, sir.
sausage.
No, I'm not hungry either. And then chicken eat the sausage before you even give it to him.
Yeah. It's kind of rude, but yes, we're just trying to get him fed tonight.
The nurse was chicken eating the sausage. All right. I think it was my attempt at doing that anyway. Never again. All right. Well,
It sounded pretty accurate.
So you shouldn't be eating the garbage, even if you're from the academy. I mean, I know they kind of let you loose, do whatever you want in the city, but you're not above common decency, so please don't. And if you need food, there's plenty of establishment that you can pay for the food that will give you food.
But there's all this extra food right here
It's
that they don't make you pay
garbage,
for.
sir. Please move along.
But it's meat. It's even still warm sometimes.
Oh. Man, how the mighty has fallen. Oof.
What was that?
What's Well, I mean, it's the first time I hear about one of the students of the academy eating garbage.
I'm not eating the garbage. And then I pet Chicken, and I try to get him to growl at the guy. He's still hungry.
One sec. Go ahead. I'm gonna see. Sorry, while he was bringing me a drink. Sorry. Yeah. So, listen. I don't know where you're from. You have the token for the academy, and I don't necessarily want to check if you got it off a dead body or if you actually earned it. That's fine. You can have it.
Oh, wait. I'll just... He eats most things that die in front of us. So, I probably wouldn't be able to salvage a token anyways.
Okay. Cool. Good to know. So, what I'm saying is, eating garbage is not normal. Please cease.
Is there a rule for this somewhere in this big place? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, there's a rule against eating garbage.
Like I said, I'm still not eating the garbage.
Or rummaging through them. Jeez, just please leave, sir. Please. I don't want to go through a whole thing here with you. So just go to the academy.
Fine.
Move along. Thank you.
I still
Chicken
think
kind of
about-
looks at him like,
I think about letting Chicken bite him.
You would. You would.
We'll go. We'll go for now.
Thanks. Thank you.
That's not supposed to eat guards, I think.
That's definitely a law. Well, you gotta...
I definitely said that loud enough for him to hear it.
Right. And he responds, that's definitely a law. I'd like to see
well,
you
if
try.
you're not, if there's no proof of you, then I didn't break any laws. Then I walk away.
Are you threatening me, sir?
I walk away.
Yeah, that's all right. Walk away. Send you back where you come from, goblin.
I'm gonna accidentally drop. I'm gonna accidentally drop Chicken's leash.
Yeah, Chicken's gone. If you know exactly what happens if you do that.
Chicken's already got descent for him. He's
Chewie's like, Chewie. Chicken's like, you're already pulling at the thing.
Yeah.
You are noticing that well, yeah, you're noticing it with that wisdom. Chicken does pick up on your vibe a lot.
Nice.
Like usually like you're kind of, for him, maybe you're easy to read.
Nice. Okay. So we're getting closer. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, buddy. Another time we'll eat this guard. Then I'll walk away.
He just chuckles. He's like, huh, yeah. Whoop that ass.
They
He
don't have a
doesn't
badge
say
or
it loud
anything,
enough because there's no don't know to help me be that strong. So he knows he'll get his ass whooped. So he doesn't say too much after that. He's like, yeah.
If only this guy had like a number or a name.
Right.
I can write it down. I'm gonna find him and I'm going to eat him.
Name the guard. I mean, I'm willing to accept the name. So far, it's Street Guard at Night. That's his name.
The guard bass.
I'm writing that down. He's on my list as a target. Street guard at night until otherwise.
Welcome to the list. Going back to the list.
All right.
Turns out 30 guardsmen who work at the night shift are all gone and missing. Still haven't found him. God damn.
Guard Bruno. All right.
Nobody talks about Bruno.
So no, we don't talk about Bruno. No. Someone make that official. Let's go. You can use either your channel points or a $5 donation to your name, Bruno. But no. So all right, so you walk away. You did pick up his name. As you walk away. What do you had at that point? You had to do a happy goat.
Yeah. I'll try to see if I can get some food in there. Maybe
Iliakos said, like, Iliakos, you walked in, right? No one was there. And then Torque, like, literally a minute after, Torque comes in.
I feel great. I've had such a nice, calm, pleasant evening amongst the stars and amongst nature. And it feels like nothing bad has happened today.
Right. So,
Torque, you stink. Have you been in the garbage again?
Yeah, I was feeding chicken.
Go to the horse trough and wash up.
You see there's a guard at the door knocking. Sir, excuse me.
Yes?
Not you. You. Here's a hold on. What's ticket synonyms? Here's a citation, yeah. For depravity in the streets. He gives that to Torque, and you could tell them that Guard Bruno gave you that one.
What does depravity mean?
You have a fee to pay to the city guard's office for just being a disgusting individual that digs into garbage.
Oh, and that guy's name is...
No, it's him.
Bruno.
It's him. It's giving you the thing. It's him.
Oh.
Is this how you spend your nights, Bruno, was it?
Yeah.
This is how you find power? This is how you find significance?
Power? Significance? No, sir. Excuse me, who are you?
My name is Iliakos Celebratus, and I am a cleric of the Green Goddess, and I am clearly more significant in every fashion than a pathetic little individual like yourself, picking on a goblin who is simply feeding his pet at night.
Let me guess.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
You're from the academy as well, huh?
Oh, is the poor little girl jealous that we actually matter and the best that you were managed to do with your life is walk along the streets picking on anybody who has any little deviancy from your special little version of normal?
I pull out my meat cleaver.
Man.
You won't need that, Torque. He's not worth it.
Sir, all I'm doing is my job, and
Your job is pathetic. How about you go patrol and look for something significant happening instead of picking on a goblin simply because his skin is green? You
I-
make me sick, sir.
I will. Good day. And he leaves.
Marcus, I'm going to eat that man.
Nah,
He probably
you'd be
tastes bad.
poisoned with stupid.
He kind of stops, turns, he kind of looks over his shoulder back at you and walks away.
I was just trying to feed chicken, and this guy starts bugging me.
Yes, he's a city watch.
I
Damn.
do believe chicken wants to eat him.
Ah! He kind of looks back and
Again.
smiles.
Again, you wouldn't want to catch the stupid poisoning.
I get some more wieners, and I try to calm down chicken by feeding him and scratching behind his ear some more.
Torque, you look like you could use a beer. I could also use a beer. I
Beer
was having
sounds.
such a nice night.
Yeah, we were too. We didn't quite.
You guys
Well-
kind of catch like a lantern lighting up, like a small lantern, like coming down, and it's the owner. It's like, what are you guys doing here?
We were going to have a couple ales. And I was going to have a chat with you about your new book.
Yeah, but I'm shutting down this place.
Oh, well, I mean, it's just a couple beers and a couple gold.
All right. All right, come on in. I don't have a waitress. I don't have anyone that works here anymore, though.
That's fine. I know how to pour a beer.
Okay.
I
So
also
You're
had
gonna
an
write a
idea
book.
regarding your journal and how to get a good head start on it.
good. I'm actually, you know what? Like, I'm a little bit sleepy. You guys woke me up, but I'm actually excited for this. Like, I'm you know, I was thinking,
Glad
and
to hear that.
your friend was making a lot of sense. You know, strangely enough, and I was like, it's a new path in my life. You know, like. I always thought I'd you know, be the good old tavern keep, you know, just passage and random people come in and then I just hear about their lives and then I live mine. But now I get to like write stories and incredible lives and shit. I'm actually pretty excited. And then at that time, like, there's a knock at the door. And yes, and then there's a young girl crying still. You know, you can
Oh my
see
goodness.
like
Oh
she's
my
been
goodness.
crying for a while.
Oh shit!
Ma-
Oh shit!
Ma'am, what is wrong?
no.
Ma'am, please come in. Throw her Iliacus' winningest smile and most comforting priestly way.
Am I at the Happy
that's
Goat?
cool.
Torque
This is
smiles
the happy
really big
goat.
too.
Okay.
I'm Iliacos. This is Torque. This is chicken. And this is an ale. This looks like something that you could use right now.
Thank you. Thank you very much. She kind of sits down. I had a hell of a night. I'm Sal Flintor, by the way. Just not tavern keeper at the Happy Goat anymore.
Thank you.
I'm,
Sal Flintor. Let me just write that
Sal,
down.
like SAL, Sal.
Mhm.
And Flint Or. I'll type that in chat. Thank you. Random name generator. There you go. Sal Flintor.
Thanks.
It's nice to meet you, sir. Are you the owner? Yeah, I'm the owner, but we're shutting down soon. You're shutting down? And she starts crying. What? I mean, thank you for crying. I don't think anyone would cry for me closing my tavern.
Well, do you mean closing down for good or just for the night?
I mean, I'm gonna, you know, we talked about me writing stories. Like, I don't need this place anymore. I'm just gonna, you know.
I would not tell you
wanted
to
to
stay. I was just
Right.
thinking you could.
No.
hand its
Yeah,
ownership
no. I
over to
mean,
somebody else.
yeah. Oh, right. I mean, sure. I mean, I guess, you know, she could stay here for the night. I don't know what's going on.
Don't worry. I am also lost. I just put on a good front.
Okay, cool. Me too. Yeah. Thumbs up. She's like, yeah, no, I was working at the the fancy bidet. It's the hotel over there, and there was a group there that they had rented the hotel for like a whole week, and we were working there, and our boss was really excited, and we were getting like large tips and paid a lot of gold, and I don't know, some kind of weird bunny kind of person and a girl with red fiery hair decided to pull tricks on one of the dudes, and
Zeus balls.
and then I got fired. And then I lost my job. And then there was this huge altercation, and like they just back and forth. They were fighting with Sir Malpheus, and they were arguing, and she slapped him, and it's just all so confusing. But I lost my job, and I was crying. I was getting really angry, and then, you know, at first they didn't know who did it, and then the young lady with the red hair said that she did it, and then the guy all in white fur said no, he did it, and then I was just like, I don't give.
I would
Can I
imagine
curse?
in this
I don't
scenario,
give
ma'am,
a fuck who did it. I just lost
Well,
my job.
you're right not to give a fuck, ma'am. In this situation, I would think it is at least metaphorically appropriate to say they both did it. As part of my team, I feel partially
They're part of your
responsible.
team.
Unfortunately, yes. And as part of my feelings of responsibility for that, even though it might not seem that their intentions were for the best, I think you should have this as some form of recompense for losing your employment. Slide her 5 gold coins.
Wow.
Now, as for that,
Thank you. My name's Jennifer, by the way. Thank you. Thank you very much. She kind of puts it. 5 gold is a shit ton of money for her.
yes, yeah. Iliagos doesn't totally know that though.
Right.
Now,
She is
Sal.
pumped. Her face is now dry.
so, do you know how to run a tavern, ma'am?
Well, I was a waitress. I know I was pretty much not just a waitress, but I was pretty much a servant at the fancy bidet. You know, I cleaned the bed, cleaned the sheets, cleaned the floors, served the food. Sometimes I cooked a little bit. I'm assuming it's kind of the same, isn't it?
Oh, no doubt. Sal, the other staff that you had working here, do you think with her assistance they could run this place competently in your absence?
Yeah, but I need the money to sell the place to travel. You know, if I'm gonna, I'm kind of like expanding big and thinking big. You know.
Oh, okay. I have a thought on that. I have a thought that just occurred to me
Okay.
that relates to this situation. The white bunny fellow that attempted to ruin your life earlier, his name is Ednip, and he comes from a noble family from far away. He might not have on him very much money, but he might be able to have a writ from his family to purchase the tavern for yourself, Sal, so that its ownership remains here, and then you and the other staff can get a job, and the Happy Goat can continue in the plan that I had for you, which, Sal, was that you collect the stories of Ironbound City in the wake of this great distress. There are many stories of heroism that come from adventurers, but this town's rallying after such a horrible attack and continuing the festival is frankly inspiring. And I think as a great forward or beginning to your book, you could have these people visit and tell you just the individual stories of heroism, such as rebuilding the shops or keeping things running and feeding the people while they work, and all of those great things, so that everybody understands that it's not just us saving the world and keeping the big evils behind, but it's also the individual person keeping everything going every day. That is also heroism all of its own. Am I making sense?
Oddly, yes. But like,
Okay,
you
good.
think that, an establishment like this is several hundreds of golds, right?
Oh, I'm sure that's just an hour's worth of work for a family such as Ednip's.
Well, okay. I guess we're not closing down the Happy Goat anymore.
Huh. That sounds like cause to celebrate.
Yeah, yeah. Any chance I can get some of that money now? Or?
I can get you a starting stipend of 6 gold if that will help you.
I mean, sure. Like, I mean, that's enough to rehire the staff, the 2 young ladies that were here, and would we? You know what? We could. Young lady. You know what? I'm just getting ahead of myself. You're right. Let's just celebrate and get a toast.
Okay. Well, just so that I don't forget, in case we get too absolutely blasted, slide him another 6 gold.
Thank you. So
This should get everybody started.
So you gave him 12 or 6 so far?
6. I gave him the 6, and she got 5, and I'm kind of running out.
Right.
All right. I believe now. And by the way, the whole speech that I just gave there, I'm going to throw Toastmaster up.
Yeah.
Since I've got it.
Awesome. They are happy and they're drinking and festive.
All right. See if anybody's passing by that we can have join in the festivities.
Do you think chicken can get drunk? As I'm already pouring some.
I don't know if we can afford to find out just yet, Torque. Maybe hold off on that particular experiment.
Okay.
All right, so I mean, there's a couple of passerbys that kind of come in, because you guys start getting tipsy, and after the first one, he's like, you know what, let's light up, let's turn on the lights, and he goes and lights up every lantern, kind of, it's very long, but it's gonna. So he turns on some of the lanterns, and a couple of peeps kind of walk in and sit down, and they're like, hey, what's the occasion for?
The Happy Goat is expanding its business.
Hey, well, that's fantastic. We'll buy a beer. He's like, no, you're not. It's on me. And then free booze? Free booze is right for tonight.
Free booze. Hey, does anybody know a place where we can just gather up a whole bunch of food since the kitchen's already been closed up for the night?
Well, his Steel Rat was walking back from the hotel.
Wait, who's Steel Rat?
You mean Ednip?
Yeah, Ednip was walking back from the. I'm so out of character. Right, when he was walking back to the dorms, he realized that
Happy Goat's all lit up. Yeah.
He made a mental note to himself that he was going to bring some fucket buckets back for Torque and chicken. And so he went back to get some, and then I am. On the way back to the dorms,
Madness fucking bucket.
so he sees that the Happy Goat is lit up, and he will, as he passes by, if it's, well, you can say if it's around that time.
Yeah. You kind of come in and you have like you're almost holding, like, you got one bucket in your one fucking bucket in your right arm, one fucking bucket in your left arm, and they put a third one, and you're kind of balancing and kind of like. Your back bent backwards a little bit, kind of like.
I got my telekinetic. I could just.
Oh yeah, you're right. So yeah, never mind. They put a fort there, so you got a fort with the telekinesis, and you're still like your back, kind of like, balancing the third bucket in while you carry technically the fort. And then the owner comes in and is like, "Oh, I was just going to get some food at the fucking bucket. I mean the freaking chicken. Sorry. I mean I was just. I was just gonna go to the freaking chicken." Oh my God, we think alike. Let me help you there. Thank you so much. And then he kind of like helps you. And then he's like, guys, fuck it. We got freaking chicken. And then everyone in the bar goes, yay, free booze and free chicken. Woo!
Hey, Ednip, I need to talk to you really quickly.
And I'll look and like, is that Jennifer? She's here already?
Yeah. Here's what happened. You got her fired, so I think it's only fair that your family buys this bar. So you're going to need to get word back to them that they're going to buy this place so that it can keep running.
Strangely enough, as I was, we came here the first time, I realized that I'm far from home and I didn't have quite a base of officers. And then Lalith mentioned that Draco had bought up a whole inn for himself. And I was thinking to myself, well, being in a new land and there's no place for me to call home, it might be appropriate to create basically an ambassador's residence here in the town, and maybe that I could ask the king for permission to buy the tavern as it was already. I already offered her to send her to get her a job here if possible, but I wasn't sure if Saul
that's
would,
happening. That's yeah.
sell it.
We're
to me.
already on our way. I'm already doing a whole lot to fix up with your little prank calls tonight. So I think it's
How
I
much
think
have
it's
you
the least
heard?
that you're. What's that?
How much have you heard?
Oh, all of it. She's a very good storyteller. And I'm not angry at you, Ednip. I'm merely disappointed.
As am I. Honestly, I was out raveling with Dahlia, and we were in such a good mood. I was pleasantly surprised when I saw a Dracor there, and I figured I would give him a little jolt, and things escalated rather quickly and got out of hand. I appreciate your swift recovery of all of this.
So
And hopefully,
while you guys
I
are
can
having
make it
this
right.
little, one-on-one, right? Like the owner comes in and he's like, "Thank you." And he looks at you and Nib's like, "Thank you for buying this bar. I cannot wait to have all that gold from you. And thank you, because you and your friend here, you guys are allowing me to, like, venture into my new passion as a bard, right? And as someone who tells stories and gathers stories from adventurers like you, instead of a tavern keep. And so I'm so kind of grabs you and thank you. Let me know when you can bring that gold in, but thank you so much for what you're doing. It's incredible. Thank you.
Yeah, Saul. Yeah, that's a fantastic. It's good
Listen,
to hear that
guys,
you're,
I
you're
feel
ready.
like, maybe now's not the time because the celebrations are going and everything, but I'd love to have a little conversation with you two. Maybe we change the Appy Goat to like something else. Maybe we rebrand, right? While we're basically, the ladies here will be taking care of the tavern. I'm thinking as, maybe just being an advisor and just kind of not running it and letting them run it, and I'll just be an advisor, and we can maybe change the name or whatever. I'm thinking big, right? Thank you guys so much. I'm excited. And then you hear in the crowd like, "Fuck it! Hey!" He grabs a piece of chicken. Thank you, and he kind of walks away.
Fuck it.
Yes, fuck it, buckets from your pals at Frickin' Chicken. All right. You know what? He goes back crazy as he chugs his mug down. Maybe he seems drunk a little bit now. Maybe we could partner up with Frickin' Chicken.
I think that would be a divine idea.
Would solve the food problem.
Yeah, I never was a good cook, to be honest. It's not Frickin' Chicken. Let's say that. But it's not fucking delicious like their chicken. So
nothing against your chicken. I just mean we
my chicken versus Frickin' Chicken is garbage, like the one you like to eat. As he points towards Torque, and I'm so happy. Let's God, I might get laid now and everything. Woo! And then he just grabs a mug and it goes away.
I'll.
You do see Jennifer, by the way, in the corner.
She seems happier. It looks like that's good.
She is pumped. She's happy. She's talking with people, and she's like, you kind of catch a glimpse. I had the worst night, but then this amazing person, Ilyakos over there, he changed everything. He's a hero. I am so happy I ran into him.
Oh, I'm merely doing the goddess's work. I am just a vessel for her.
As long as she's happy.
Yeah, and she said, and
I'm glad she took my advice.
Go ahead.
Do you have like a messenger pigeon spell or something like that? You could get word off to Dahlia so that she doesn't miss out on the festivities for tonight and go to bed angry?
I have a. I wonder if I have something here. I'll look in my spell book really quickly.
You get a kind of a little mini headbutt from like some kind of flying bunny.
Well, it's only 100 feet for him, but
that's 100 feet you can perceive. But I think you can send him out as far as you want.
Yeah, you can send him wherever.
That's true. I was thinking I have expeditious retreat, but that would probably be even better.
Yeah, you could just send your thing.
All right, I'll whisper into my my little familiar's ear and tell him, all right, go fetch Dahlia. We have excellent news that will cheer her up. And I'll send him out the window. Oh,
And then
towards the door.
boom, flies off.
All right, I will be joining the party again in just a moment, Ednip, if you will too. I've just got to go to the outhouse and drop a big guard Bruno, and then catch up with all of you.
Oh, is that the cultural term?
That's the one I just thought up just now.
I'll have to use that one later.
All right.
I'll look more like a
hope it
regular
catches on.
townsfolk.
All right. Dahlia, you were walking back to the dormitory, like you're almost there, right? You can see the academy maybe like 50 feet, and then you kind of hear like whatever noise bunnies make, and you know it kind of like you recognize. Do you have a name for your familiar, Ennett?
No, not yet.
All right, so no name just flies in and just kind of, spins quickly around you, all excited, and it kind of like, it's kind of nudging you back.
I mean, hopefully you don't know many flying rabbits.
Yeah.
Yeah, you recognize it.
What do you want me to come see, Ednip, little guy?
Squeaker, squeak, squeak.
Yeah.
And it just kind of pushes you in a
It
direction.
just-
It's
Comes.
Yeah,
She'll follow the little helicopter bunny.
okay. For those who don't know, Headnip's familiar is a bunny that has gigantic ears that can fly, kind of like Dumbo.
yeah.
But it's a bunny. Thank you, Mal. Send me the DM for your mischievousness. All right, so Dahlia, like it takes about 10 minutes, and you guys, you get to the Happy Goat, and like almost everything in the place in the city is winding down. It's winding down, except the Happy Goat. It's bustling. And earlier when you passed by, it looked closed, and it's bustling. And there's people, and there's music, and there's laughter, and you hear "fuck it," and then people are like "fuck it," and you're like, "What the hell? What's the crowd from the freaking chicken doing there?" And you kind of like glimpse through the window and open the door, and inside you see a bustling party.
I'm assuming I see Ednip and the others in there somewhere.
You definitely see the others. Torque is up to something weird, of course, and Iliakos is having fun, doing toast, celebrating, getting drunk. Hennip is, sitting in there, being Hennip, and they're all right there. You spot them easily.
She'll follow the little familiar inside and kind of look at Ednip and go, "What did I miss?"
Well, the strangest thing happened is I was walking behind you. He was going to follow you. I forgot about that our fellow adventurers might want some food, and we had such a good time with the Fuck It Bucket. I went to procure more for them, and as I was walking back at the freaking chicken, but the Fuck It Buckets,
Okay.
yeah.
And you know what? As soon as you mention frickin' chicken, you guys kind of see the door open, and you hear a bunch of people, "Hey!" And you guys recognize the cooks from frickin' chicken, and they have fucking bucket with them, and they're like, "Hey, Sal, buddy, we heard you guys were having a party tonight. I don't know why, but we were off, we were done, and we still had some chicken, so we're here to party with you guys. More food!" And they just walk in, and the cooks from frickin' chicken join into the party, and they brought even more food.
Ednip grabs 2 drumsticks out of the passing bucket of Fuck It chicken, and and then hands one to Dahlia and just says, "Fuck it!"
Torque gets off the table from
That's the
dancing
motto for tonight.
and brings over another mug for Dahlia. "Hey, where you been? Time to drink."
Oh, no. That's what got us in trouble earlier.
Yes, but now
no
I'm
trouble
here
here.
to make sure that everything's great. Go on.
So, and Dahlia, you do notice Jennifer's there, and she's partying, she's having fun, she's talking with the other waitresses from the Happy Go that you guys have been interacting with the past couple of days. They're there. Sal is there, which is the owner of the tavern, and they're all like freaking out. And then the cooks from frickin' chicken, they come to sit at their tables, and almost like a gathering of commercial marketing heads from the city at the table over there, and they're talking. They're being festive, yeah, like it's getting really rowdy. and everybody's having a great time.
I'm gonna grab Dahlia. I was like, okay, I want to eat this chicken, so no food fight this time.
No food fights. No food fights. This
Okay.
chicken is for
Dumbass
eating.
isn't here.
Okay, just making sure.
No Luffy's.
I miss them.
Oh, also, Dahlia, just to catch you up on what else has occurred, I may have volunteered Ednip's family to buy this bar so that Saul can do his work in absentia, and it's going to be run by Jennifer and the other ladies that were keeping this place going.
That explains why she's happy now.
No, she's also happy because I gave her 5 gold to make up for all of the chaos that occurred tonight.
I appreciate your generosity. I wasn't sure what much I could do for her. First, I just wanted to direct her here to see about employment, but you seem to have handled it much better than I ever could.
Well, this was something that you survived, which means it's a lesson, which means you'll do even better next time.
Yes, I will learn from this example. You're very wise, Leokas. And your goddess is very generous.
They gave me the paperwork just to say so.
All
What
right.
does that paperwork say exactly?
Well, it's actually a seal somewhere carved into my very soul by the Horn Goddess that says that I am one of her agents. Pretty standard Olympian stuff.
Fascinating. And it does this little bit to detect magic fingers and looking at Iliakas.
Well, I mean, he's magical. He's a magical guy.
Wow.
So the evening goes on, and it's like a lot of passerbys are coming in, and even at some point, and Iliakos, you kind of spot that, you see 2 guards coming in and kind of wondering what the hell's going on. One of them, which is guard Bruno.
Hey guys, you want to join the fun?
Sounds like we need a bouncer.
So so they walked in, and they're like, what's going on here?
Put a
private
couple
event.
beer, put a beer and a chicken in each of their hand. A party. There's a festival going on, isn't there?
Yes, but I mean, you know, kind of expect people to go to bed at some point. What is, like, this is a lot of action here. What is going on? Like, are you the owner? You're not the owner from here. Where's Sal? Give me Sal. They kind of like, so we're working. We don't want the beer.
Well, I'll hold up just the chicken then. How about some fucking chicken?
Thanks, but no thanks. And like Bruno says, no, the other one was about to grab a drumstick. He's like, thanks, but no thanks. Kind of harshly looks back at him, and he kind of lets, yeah, no thanks. Bruno's the uptight one, clearly. Where's Sal? Can you guys point me to Sal?
Sal's over there in the middle of the party.
Okay, what? Sal! And Bruno kind of walks in and kind of interrupts the party a little bit. Sal, what is going on? Oh God, Bruno, hold on. And then he kind of like, you guys are getting very close to curfew here. What is going on? Why is this? What is going on here? Well, we're partying. It's a festival, right? Like that's what, you know. We're you know, Bruno, you know how it is, right? I was gonna close, and then I decided these gentlemen here convinced me not to, and they're gonna give me a ton of money, and you know, I guess like who? Okay, hold on a second. Who are those guys? And you know, you guys are catching up.
Already.
You know, and Bruno, like Sal, kind of like this guy and this guy and that girl. They're from the academy. Of course, they're from the fucking academy. Okay. Well, you know that we've initiated a curfew since the attack. So yeah, I'm gonna need you to wrap this up. Come on, Bruno. Like the city, they're being quiet, right? He's like, the city didn't have curfews before, but there was a terrible attack. There was innocent people that were killed, and we might get attacked again. Who is, you know, of course, you know, the academy is going to be there to defend us, and then they're not going to clean up anything. We are going to have to clean it up, and you're the one who deals with the consequences. Just do the smart thing, call this party off, and send everybody home safely. Elia goes, you catch all of that.
Is that what all of you are looking for? Just to sort of pack it up and carry on? Do you all truly believe that a curfew is going to stop whatever it was that came out of the ground a few days ago?
Oh, here comes the Academy peeps.
Yes, here comes the Academy peeps.
Right.
Listen to him. Listen to this shattered waste of a man who has so little going for himself. The only thing that he can do to find any purpose in his life is to take a celebration of all that you've accomplished in the last few days rebuilding the city and shut all of you down and send all of you home.
That's not what I'm trying to do.
Is about?
Can you please not twist my words, sir? I'm just trying to be safe. You know, I'm not being the mayor of, Footloose over here. I'm not trying to end fun. I'm just here trying to keep everyone safe.
But you're not trying to end the fun, but you just told everybody to pack up and leave. Sounds to me like
they can have fun in their homes.
It sounds to me like you were looking at all of these people and lying to their faces. Is that something that an honorable member of the guard does?
All right. No, I'm not lying, sir. You're okay. You know what? I guess we can make an exception for tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, the hero of the night, Guard Bruno. 3 cheers for Bruno.
Bruno! Wait, we don't talk about Bruno. No, it's fine. We can talk about Bruno! And then they just like, fuck it! And then they start drinking and eating again.
Help, grab somebody else and raise Bruno up on the shoulders and immediately turn him into the hero.
Okay. I mean, it works. Like, random tavern guy goes, well, absolutely. And then just grabs him up and hoists him on his shoulder with you. And like, he seems extremely uncomfortable, the guard Bruno. And it's like, hey, Bruno! And then everybody's like, here's a beer! Chug, 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 chug. And it's like, I can't. Well, here's a chicken. Eat. Oh, swallow, swallow, swallow. And then he kind of like, just eats a drumstick. And
you motherfucker.
Torque finds Iliakis, be like, we like Bruno now?
No, we like what Bruno did. Bruno is still a useless little piece of shit. But if he thinks that he actually matters, then he's going to be really easy to manipulate. Don't worry. Don't. Just play along.
Okay.
So they do kind of like a round with him on their shoulders, and then they go, all right, I gotta go back to work. Just please, no fighting.
No, don't worry. There will be no fight. This is a celebration of exactly the opposite.
Meanwhile, the other guard took a shot. Guard Frosty, he's just like he took a mug and kind of just chugged one while Bruno was being carried away. It's like, all right, great. Sal,
behind my back, at the small of my back, so that Frosty can see, do a thumbs up.
All right. All right. So they bring him out, and Bruno leaves, and it's like, hey, the festivities continues. And you kind of notice like a lot of onlookers kind of join in, right? And enough so that he kind of opens up, I guess, Sal gets crazy and he starts putting tables outside too. And, there's a musician that goes, I'll play outside. And, and there's like, and they just invented terraces. Boom. No, but like they kind of like set up a little bit outside, and because there's a lot of people, and probably the biggest night ever. So the party, it's getting wild. It's getting not as wild as some of the parties used to before, but from what you've been in the city, this is the hottest party. So
baby steps,
right? So Sal comes back, right? And you guys are, all four of you are kind of at the bar, kind of sitting next to each other and talking. And Sal comes back and he's like, I've had an epiphany.
Oh? Do tell.
We should call this the Rooster Tail. We got freaking chicken. We got chicken. He points at chicken.
But spell tail like a story.
Hi everyone, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment if you want to support. We play those sessions every Saturday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time on my Twitch channel. We'd love to have you come by. Remember that D&D is for everyone, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!